Hello there, welcome. Welcome one and all to another mystical evening with Mr. V. Yes. Quiet day for chai, see? I see you guys there. Bro, don't hit me with a hurry up, man. I know it's a joke, but they're genuinely just, like, quite rude. I am. Just taking the hotkeys for turning my mic off and the game audio because I accidentally turn it off way more often than I intend to do it. So clearly I shouldn't be allowed hotkeys anymore. Clearly it's beyond my level of skill. Hello everybody, hello. Papaya Nation. See you in the chat. You're not going to enjoy what's about to happen. Hello. Boki Kaba, hello. Hello, how are you? Just a dude. Zach said I'm late. Literally started on time. Don't know what you're talking about. Milk Mark, Nathan. I see you all. I see you all. The McQueen video was very enlightening. Little bit of a lightning pun there. Enlightening. I'm glad it was useful. It's an important piece of research that we've been working on for a long time, you know. And really, there was a gap in motorsports research, and I think really that was holding us back as a community. So it was important that we got to the bottom of this one. So I'm glad we did. I'm hoping we can move on now. The GOAT debate is obviously ended. Lightning McQueen both, you know, was on track to win the World Grand Prix and set a land speed record at the same time. That's a big old 2-for-1 that is. So it's an important milestone in motorsports discourse, I think. Mr. versus 2 buttons. It's just way too many buttons. It's because I don't know what's a good key. Like, I have to use all the keys. I need the keys. What I need really is like a Stream Deck, you know, one of those little things with the buttons. Also, let me turn this on. Hello. What I need is one of those, like, you may have seen other streamers have them. It's like a device and it has all buttons and you can program them. So I can program one to, like, mute my mic, but then when I'm trying to type in, like when I'm trying to Google something, I won't accidentally turn my mic off because it's on my keyboard. I need every single key on my keyboard to Google stuff. So yeah, the video is good not just for the community but for society. I'm hoping we can start to heal. We can start to heal as a society now that we've got to the bottom of this one. Also, I've made the chat. The opacity has gone up to make it a bit more readable. Please let me know if it's too opaque and I can make it less opaque once more. Let me know. But you can only change it by restarting the entire stream or restarting OBS. So you can't have a change today, but just let me know if you want it changed back. Last stream was mental. Last stream, the most viewers I've ever had live between YouTubers joining in for the F1 launch bingo. Mad. Mad. That is so many people. It's genuinely quite scary. Like, you know, I release a video and I release, let's say the Lightning McQueen one today has already had over 10,000 views, 14,000 views. But that doesn't feel scary. Going on a live stream in front of 1,000 people does feel scary. There's something weird about that because it's live. I can edit out my mistakes. I can edit out the bits where I look dumb to make myself look incredibly smart and well-rounded in the videos. Can't do that on a live stream. Someone just emailed me. Oh, it's another person emailing me to tell me my thumbnails are bad and trying to sell me a thumbnail service. My thumbnails are not bad. Go away. Stop trying to sell me thumbnails. They're just blue. It works great, okay? It works great. Greg's livery time. Ah, yes. So, guys, as the title suggests, it is the British Grand Prix today. We're going to Silverstone, home of the Gregs. Specifically Silverstone. People from the north might try and claim it. No. Greg's is incredibly southern now. We've headquartered them at Silverstone. Well, I just almost started F1 24. That's bad. I got caught out by Steam just having like pictures for the games. I do not want to play F1 24. But yes, people asking for a Greg's special livery. I don't know how we would achieve that. There's quite limited livery options in this game. We can take a look. I also need to do some more contracts for like our chief of aero and stuff like that. Audio cutting out? I think it's just you. Man. I'm watching this from cadets, probably going to get my phone taken. Bro, you should be paying attention. Just watch it later. You could literally just watch the VOD back. It's been so long since the last Manager stream. I started my own Manager playthrough and I'm now at Silverstone. I guess loads of you guys would have picked this up because it's gone free for like the last week. To be fair, playing it on stream is much slower. If you play it for yourself, you can just blast through it. That's cool. That's cool, man. It has been a while because obviously we did the launch on Tuesday, so missed a day. Greg's headquarters in Silverstone. What's Stroll's special order? Stroll seems like the kind of guy who would get a 4-pack of sausage rolls and a cappuccino. You know, like, because they also have sausage rolls. Well, I'm assuming you know. You should know. Obviously, they have the warm sausage rolls under the counter, but then they have the bags, which is 4 for like, what, £2? I know a lot of people who would buy that 4-pack and eat all 4 over the course of like 1 to 2 hours. Stroll's the kind of guy who would do that and then just get like a large coffee to go with it. That's why he has this rugged physique and jawline. That's rude. That was rude. All right. Let's get in. I think we've got some stuff to do. Silverstone. Not a sprint race, which is good, but we've got bits to do. I'd get a 4-pack, but not a coffee. That's fair. Some people are trying to cut out caffeine. No, ain't nobody trying to cut out sausage rolls, though. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, it always comes on a delay. Hello, Mr. V-Carb. Hey, after they drop that livery, I'm happy to be Mr. V-Carb. Upon reflection, so for anyone who wasn't watching the F1 launch on Tuesday, obviously we got to see all 10 liveries for this season. V-Carb causing a stir with the all-white, almost all-white livery, reminiscent of the Red Bull Special livery from 2020, I want to say, in Turkey. Anyway, all-white V-Carb, pretty nice. Loads of people lauding it, best of the year, 10 out of 10. And upon reflection, it is still very good. It's a very good livery. I'm not going to take that away from them. It is just white. It is fundamentally just a car painted white. People were going mental. I think I've downgraded my rating to like a 9 out of 10, not a 10 out of 10. I think there's other things it could be doing. It is fundamentally just a white car. I'm planning to do the first episode of the CCC, the Camping Chair Chat, this Tuesday. Tuesday, what the hell am I talking about? This Monday. I'm actually going to film it tomorrow morning, but then it's going to come out Monday. Busy weekend because it's my birthday. And in the Camping Chair Chat, I'm going to do like a run through of the F1 launch event and things to look for in this season, and I will be giving my final top 10 liveries. Like, I'll put them in order. So I've been having a think. It's Tuesday, isn't it? It's coming out Tuesday. No, it's coming out on Monday. Just to clarify, it is coming out on Monday. 9 out of 10 for a plain white car as well. It's not plain white. It still has the like Red Bull yellow air intake and the yellow nose, and it has the bull fade. I do like the bull fade. That's a big bull move. I like it. Happy future birthday. Thank you. It's on Sunday. Is it on Sunday? Yeah, it's on Sunday. It's on the 23rd. Thank you. Next time you'll see me on stream, I will be older. We need to read some emails, as always, in Email Reading Simulator. We need to sign some new contracts for a few people in the team. We weren't able to do it last time because you can't have contract discussions on a Grand Prix weekend. They sent me the emails on Friday practice, but wouldn't let me respond to them. So we need to do that now before the people will leave our team. Laurel Gill, Affiliates Update. Pato Award. Oh, he's got better at cornering. That's nice for Pato. These guys, Oscar's getting way better. Oscar now 88 overall. I swear to God, by the end of this year, Oscar's just going to be just like flat out better. I mean, he kind of already is in actual performance, but I feel like he's going to be rated like a solid 90 by the end of the year. And I'm all for it. I don't know what they've done to Max Verstappen. He's rated 91, but only in stats that are nothing to do with driving a car. Because he's just shit. He's just bad. I don't know what they've done to him. How much would someone have to donate for you to get a ball fade? As in get the V-carb ball like in the side of my... I don't know, bro. That sounds like a terrible haircut to have. That sounds like I would need to hide away inside for several weeks if I got that. I don't know, man. I don't know about that. That would have to be quite a big donation. Ooh, brother. I'm not putting them out on that. Fuck that. Because I would have to get like a buzz cut just so you can see it. Me with a buzz cut with an RB ball shaved into the side of my head. Nah. RB would need to be paying me big bucks for that kind of advertising. Not pulling that one. Hell no. Just wear a hat. It's the psychic damage. It's the emotional damage it would cause. And you can't just wear a hat in every scenario. There's places you go where you have to take the hat off, right? Just bear this in mind. You have to take the hat off at some point, and then someone will see it. $200. Okay, we're getting into the realm. We're getting into the realm. There is obviously a level. Everyone has a price, right? We have to factor in the cost of the haircut, because that's like... I mean, it's going to cost me at least 30 quid to actually get the haircut. So you need to add that on top. It's like the donation for me plus the price of the haircut. 100k special. I was planning to go to the Avis Hotel for 100k special. Why do I have to get my head shaved instead? How much for a Red Bull tattoo? Mucho dinero. Mucho dinero. Like 10k for a tattoo. For a Red Bull tattoo. 20 quid is 20 quid. Hell yeah, brother. 375 USD. Yeah, that is the kind of level. That is the kind of level I would consider getting a bull fade. Bro, no. Let's read some emails and stop discussing trying to shave my head. Stop trying to shave my head. All right. Don't care about that. Mason front wings. Fantastic. Contracts. Ben Mitchell contract ending. I would like to renew Ben Mitchell's contract. There are better race engineers, but I like Ben. I will say though, go to Soft Scouting. We said we were going to scout Giampiero. He is a free agent. We are currently scouting him. Oh, he's open to negotiation and very patient, probably because he's unemployed. How long until we scout him? 3 days. I'm considering getting GP in as a replacement, not for Ben Mitchell, but instead for Shakira. Because, I mean, Max fucking hates Shakira. She's happy with the drivers. He is not happy with her. So we can bin her. We can give him JP instead. That would be cool. Ben, though, we should renew his contract. So let's do that. What do you want? What do you want, mate? Oh. Oh, 1.1 is too much. That's fine. It seems to be jumping up and down by very arbitrary amounts. 995, I guarantee he does not get paid that much in real life. I guarantee the real life Ben Mitchell wishes he was on 995k. Just get the bull fade. I'm sure Mrs. V will love it. Trust me. Is Max happy with GP though? Well, to be honest, we will not know until we hire him. It is a gamble. He might fucking hate his guts. Very true, very true. Hello, hello. I see you guys in the chat. Hello. Does the purple next to Oscar mean he's really happy or really miffed? I believe purple is very happy. We'll take a look inside. I think it means very satisfied. You see under chat is like Ben is blue, positive. I think purple is above that. I think it's like very positive. Is that annual? No. Weekly. Yes, it's annual. Not paying him £1 million a race. Fuck off. Let me see. Let me see. F1 race engineer salary. A Formula 1 race engineer's salary. Wait. Whoa. Let me just read you this article. This is from Mawson Talent. How much do F1 engineers get paid? I'm going to verify the validity of this. Graduate engineers, 27 to 32 a year. Correct. That is about right for general, like, automotive graduate jobs. My graduate job was 31 or 32 for the first year, and then it went up. Junior engineers, 45 to 65. Not 65. Maybe 40 to 50. Senior engineers, 75 to 125. No. Senior engineers in F1 are on about 65 to 70k, I would say. Maybe if they're in, like, heading up a specific, say like a niche section would be more, but a general senior engineer is on no more than 70k annual. And that's zero overtime. You get some benefits, like they get meals included and stuff like that, but there's no way it's any more than that. There's no way it's over 100 grand. Absolutely not. And then chief engineers, 170, that's a whole different thing. I would assume a race engineer, such as Ben Mitchell or like a Mr. Bono, someone like Bono or GP, because they've been there for a long time and they're like head of race engineering, they could be on special packages, maybe somewhere in the region of like 150. And they'll have other benefits. They'll get like a free car and they get stuff for this. Who is Ben Mitchell engineer for? I want to say Lance Stroll. That might be entirely wrong. But yeah, ain't nobody earning 995k. That is ludicrous. Ludicrous. Breakout multiplier. We'll give them the times 0.5. Lump sum bonus. Absolutely not. Offer deadline. We'll give them a month. We'll give them a month to think about it. Mechanical engineers at my job get hired at 85k USD. But so engineering in the US and the UK are not equivalent. So my job, the last one I was doing, I was a contract engineer, and that kind of varied, and I had overtime guaranteed. But when I didn't re-sign, they were trying to offer me a contract for, before overtime, 65k, And then there's 63k, and then there was overtime, and like no other bonuses. That same job in the US, well, 130, 140. It's like wildly different. The US just has way higher salaries in engineering. And people still think the UK is like a one of the richest countries in the world. How does a sport as big as F1 not pay overtime? Because they because they can get away with not doing it because people are passionate about it and people will accept like worse contracts. If I had moved, so I interviewed with Red Bull Racing. If I had taken that job, it would have been a pay cut. So my base pay would have been lower and I would have then had no more overtime pay. And definitely would have worked the same, if not more hours. But people go for those jobs because they're passionate about it. They get so heavily underpaid, it is mental. People putting in like huge, like 60, 70 hour weeks, coming home, having to live in like a house share. Mental, mate. Absolutely mental. Not good. Not good. Okay. Enough yapping. Let's give him the contract. Yeah. You best believe if F1 could give away like 0 pay graduate contracts, they would still fill them. They would absolutely still fill them. Because those are rich kids would just be like, yeah, I just want to work for an F1 team. And they would do like a full engineering degree and then go work there for free. Like, they definitely would if they could. US is way more expensive. No, it's fucking not. Bro, I was working for Nissan. They had a design office one in Michigan and then one in Kentucky. Both of those places, the housing was cheaper than where I lived. If I'd moved there, my cost of living would have gone down purely just because of the rent. And then relative to the pay, like food is more expensive in the US, but relative to the pay, way cheaper cost of living. Way, like significantly cheaper, like 30% cheaper, like way cheaper. How an aerodynamicist, it's the same. Aerodynamicists don't get special pay. They get paid the same. Mate, I did electrical engineering, and like I was leading like a coding team. That earns more than aerodynamicists. So yeah, enough of my rant. We've done him. We also need to do.
Wow.
Thank you. We also need to do David Paginelli, our head of aero, 266. I could see that one happening. For a department lead, I could see that one happening. We'll get him back. He's pretty good. Is he pretty good actually? Is he pretty good? We have Paginelli. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people better than him. Not including Mr. Nui. You will see he's not here. Unless he's just rated really low. Adrian Nui, 50 overall. Washed. Yeah. Oh, he might be technical chief. No, he's just not in the game. Fair enough. Get Dan Fallows. Let's just renew. Let's renew. I think we've been making some pretty good aero parts recently, so let's renew his contract. What do you want? He is he's happy to take 3.2 mil. I'm sure he is. 2.8. Reaction? Negative. Shut up. Okay, let's give him 3. Let's give him 3. Which is actually still a pay cut. 3 with a lump sum. $200,000. Oh, and if we give him time to think about it, well, no lump sum for you then. 2.8. 2 seasons. Bish bash boosh. Pay him less even. 2.7? That seems fair. See what he says. Which uni did I go to? Warwick. University of Warwick. Did a master's in automotive engineering. It was at the time rated number 1 for that course in the UK. Are you saying UK bad, US good? No, I'm just saying UK bad. Just UK bad, full stop. It's fine, just not if you want to get paid money. Alright. Made some front wings. Needs to do a training schedule. I think we can go balanced. I think actually we're looking pretty good on this. Ah, we've upgraded the race simulator. Hopefully that makes Max a little bit happier. And we've designed a new front wing. Let us manufacture this. He's missing a rear wing. Do we have more? Shit. God damn. We're researching a new one. All right. Wait, do I have any more rear wings? That's front wing. I've got old design. Oh, God. Okay, let's make a new one. But we'll make the front wings first. Silverstone 2 days. Alright. Pay you 1 sausage roll for the haircut. Tempting deal. Tempting deal. It just sounds so unbelievably grim. You know, if it was just the buzz cut, fine. To have a bull on the side of your head. Imagine, to all the people who don't know what that is, I just have to explain it. It's worse if I have to explain it. It's just not good, is it? It's just not fundamentally very good, is it? I think we continue down the route of doing loads of research, get quick for 2026. If we come 3rd or 4th in 2025, it's fine. I want to be quick next year, so let's start researching. The chassis. Oh, probably the front wing, I guess. That makes more sense. We want to head for... We're good at high speed. Go for that. All the engineers, yes. 1.8 mil, yes. Lovely. He needs suspension. He's got S2 in there. Okay. S2 suspension on both cars. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. Oh, it's the rear wing, which we don't have any of. Okay, that's fine. I believe we are ready to go to Silverstone. Front wing design complete. Race simulator upgrade completed. Very nice. Makes the drivers happier. Makes them develop faster. Lovely stuff. Should be fun. Should be fun. Ooh, we've scouted GP. We've scouted GP. Why am I bouncing? It's because my desk... Look. It's because the webcam is on a screen, which shakes when I move the desk. Greg's livery. I don't see how, without making a custom livery, I don't see how we would achieve a Greg's livery. We would just make it pastry colored. We could make... Okay, guys, let me know in the chat. Do you want a pastry colored car for Oscar Pastry to drive at the British Grand Prix? I'm gonna have 1 for yes and 2 for no. Let's get some votes in the chat. Oh, mentality negative. That's nice. Team suitability is high. Suits our budget. Its rating will be an improvement. Position is not due to be filled soon. What does Shakira have on her contract? A year left? Oh, we'd have to pay 1.3 to buy her out. Yeah, she's here till the end of 26. We can get GP to start next... Are we going to have Max Verstappen next year? Okay, I'm seeing mostly ones. Okay, we're going to have a beige pastry car in that case. Let's not get GP because there's no... We will have Max next year. Unless we don't. Unless we just fire him and get... We could fire him and pick up Behrman or Antonelli, to be fair. Let's leave the engineers for now. Alright, it is time to head into the car livery space. We, of course, need to make the Greg's livery. Let's get the colors sorted first. So, I guess a nice sort of pastry beige. That's too dark. That's too well cooked. I'd say that's quite a sausage roll-y color. And then I want to say Greg's branding is sort of blue and yellow. Kind of like that. We'll sort the sponsors out in a second. Greg's logo. I think we swap the blue and the yellow. Because it needs to be mostly blue. Let's swap them. Oh, yes. So it's like Greg's logo at the bottom, and then we just got pastry, pure pastry, which I think we can make more pale. Oh, yes. Yes. Red for sausage. Bro, the sausage in a sausage roll is not red, I guarantee you. It is grey. It is straight up grey. Beans on toast stars livery. That's what we're going for. That's the whole point. We want to have like a matte finish, not carbon fiber. It's not an Alpine. I think matte is the most sausage rolly. That looks horrible. And then the same down here. You can go metallic. I quite like that, actually. Okay, so we got that, and then it's just the setup that works best. That's quite Gregsy. That is quite Gregsy, I think. No, that doesn't work. No, that doesn't work. Gotta have beige front and center. Gotta have a beige top side. The Greg's dragon? The Greg's tiger? I think honestly the one I was on might be the best. Oh, like that though. Like that though. That is horrible. That is a ghastly, nasty livery. Maybe that even. That I don't hate. That I don't hate. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this. Put the wheel covers. What's most Greg's like? That's the kind of thing Greg's would have. Oh, there, that looks the most like a pastry item, I think. So that's nice. That's good. Colors. I might put this as metallic. That looks too stylish. That looks too stylish. We'll go gloss. Ooh. Awfully brilliant. I've seen worse. What's going on? We're making a Greg's livery. It's the British Grand Prix. Gotta represent. National pastime. Go into Greg's. Consuming Greg's. Okay. I'm liking that in the gloss. And not liking it. I think it looks correct. Let's not get it twisted. Then let's sort these out. Ferronurg is going to be removed. Serpent, removed. Vulture, removed. Abaus, they can stay. Abaus can stay. Mr. V's Garage can stay. Bad Turtle, removed. Abaus again, they can stay. They can stay. But I might just get like just the logo. Make it so big that it's just the circle thing. I mean, that looks awful. I'll take it. I'll take it. Frown Star, removed. What position is this? Oh, just there. Why is it all sponsors and it doesn't show me which ones are my sponsors? I don't remember who are our sponsors. I'm gonna be advertising some other company. Let's put the tiny little vulture on the nose, because I know that they sponsor us. Little nose vulture. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Okay, side of the car. Vulture, removed. Frown Star, removed. Bad Turtle, removed. Ferronurg, removed. God damn, all these fucking... All these freeloaders trying to get on my car. Bro, that is not what you're paying for. We will do one factory tour, that is it. You will give us 1.1 million a race. You are not going on the car, though. Abaus can stay. Abaus can stay. Abaus can stay. We'll just have to remember Abaus can stay. Yes! Okay, perfect. Grix. Grix. It's beautiful. The circle logo could be a Percocet. I mean, I suppose so, but I don't see how that's relevant. I fail to see why we would want that. But I don't see why not, you know. Should you wish for such a thing. I feel like we need a sideboard sponsor as well. Who sponsors us? I am going to guess we have... I must have picked like the most German sounding one. None of them sound German. I guess that's why I love Abaus. I actually don't know who sponsors our team. I just completely forgot. I know it's the ones that were on there before. Let's just put the vulture on. Let's put the vulture on. Absolutely not in full color. That is nasty. Alright. That looks decent. Well, no, it looks pretty bad. But it's fine. We save this. Greg's livery. Ready to rumble. And in case you're wondering, I'm just not going to change the race suits. They stay as they are. Team name? What? Still can't have an apostrophe in it. I didn't know you could change the team name. It's interesting. Is Aphis in this game? Sadly, no. Sadly, it's not. Massive oversight on the developer's part, to be honest. I'm sincerely hoping they bring out F1 Manager 1959 It's exactly the same, but with like teams and drivers from then, and we can go around Avis. That is the DLC that they should be aiming for. I don't see why I'm not the creative director of this game. It would be far better. That is grim. That is grim. All right, I think we're good. Let's read some emails. Race preview, blah, blah, blah. Don't care. Car development. It's a lot of red. Junior Formula 1, Tech Insights, Kick Sauber, Sportline Williams. Didn't ask. One more email. Austria results. Paul Aaron 1. Followed by Antonelli Vachur. Mr. Knudsen. Mr. Knudsen is literally winning in Formula 3 this year. Probably shouldn't have dropped him out the affiliates program, but oh well. 59 Avis with 2025 cars and 1990 drivers. I feel like you're trying to get someone killed. It seems like what you're trying to do here. Okay. We go to Silverstone. Good morning, mister. The race at the British Grand Prix is almost here, so I wanted to make sure the team is prepared before we leave. This is a power circuit, which favors high-speed performance. Our car is okay at that, but could be better. Predicting the best strategy for the circuit will be a two-wheel stop. Historically, safety car is 60%, blah, blah, blah. It's going to be warm. Not expecting rain. Not expecting rain? At the British Grand Prix? Are you mental? We will be preparing for rain. Don't worry about that.
Welcome, and come on in to the home of British motor racing. It's Silverstone, where the Formula One World Championship began back in...
Why, mate, why would you type F1 Manager pre-Civil Rights DLC? What a mental way to put it. What an insane thing to type. Alright. Let's do some P1. Let's get our setup minigame on. If it is a power circuit, I guess we're going slightly under on the wings. Let's guess something like this. Out on the hards. Couple cheeky little laps. Goes P1. They should do F1 Manager World War II where you just drive tanks. Drive tanks to where, Monty? Drive tanks to where? Where do you want to drive tanks, There's a good and a bad answer here. Let's get out. Oh, that car! Oh! The sausage roll right! Yes! It certainly is beige.
Radio check.
It certainly is beige.
Yeah, copy same.
Ride the tanks to Warsaw. Okay, yep. We've gone down the wrong path. We are on the wrong side of history in this chat. I'm not here for it. Just look at the sausage roll car. Look at the sausage roll car. Stop typing things that are going to get me demonetized. It kind of reminds you of an egg. What? I guess it is kind of eggshell colored. Oh no. Oh, I've purely fueled the egg fanatics more. Cars was better than World War II. Overall, yes, I would agree with you. Relatively hard to compare. Relatively hard to compare. They are slightly different media. But I think overall I do prefer the Cars film franchise to the entirety of World War II. So yes, in a roundabout way, yes. I just noticed as we were going through like into Maggots and Beckett's, they have the, I think it's called Escapade, those like wooden houses. Let me get around the lap and I'll show you what I mean. Wait, I'm gonna pause it at just the right time. It didn't show it. So you see these houses here. These are a thing in real life, and I think they've only just finished them. They were still being constructed the last few years when I was at Silverstone. I constantly get Instagram adverts for these houses. I guess they know that I, well, at least used to live near here and am interested in motor racing. So these are just houses that you can buy. They're within the like outer perimeter of Silverstone, so I have no idea how that works. I guess you have some special pass and they let you through the security gates. And then I'm pretty sure there's something in the contract where you can like sign them up to be rented out for the Grand Prix. Like the whole advertising is like, oh, homes at the heart of British motor racing and like a revenue opportunity, blah blah blah. I just feel like, yeah, this would be cool for the weekend of the British Grand Prix to live here. But for the rest of the time, you just have this as your view. Just some empty tarmac. And yeah, you would see some other stuff throughout the year. Like there's other events going on. So like some weekends, there's some interesting events. But it's just a weird place to live. It's just a bizarre place to live, I think. No shops you can walk to. Absolutely nothing nearby. It's just an airfield. Just a weird place to live. Can't you only live in them for so many months of the year? Yeah, I used to think they had some clause where you had to leave for the weekend of the British Grand Prix. They kind of like pay you, but you have to leave. But I think that's not the case. I think you just get the option of leaving and then they like rent it out on your behalf. I think you are allowed to stay. But I think maybe that was the initial plan. Like you have to leave for like July, like all of July, and they rent it out for you. It's weird. It's real weird. Verstappen's slower than Hulkenberg currently. If it came with a monthly track day, I mean, I would hope so. Even if it was just like 3 for the year, would be cool. Let me take a look. Let me take a look what the conditions are. While we watch the cars drive in circles. Ooh, a very fancy video. Not that you can see. So, born from a love of all things motorsport, Escapade is a hospitality company and curator of unique properties and experiences dedicated to lovers of motorsport. We're passionate about building striking and original hospitality offerings, aimed to create a new benchmark in trackside hospitality globally. Escapade Silverstone is a hotel development of 60 individual residences and a clubhouse. Oh, so maybe you can't buy... I swear they were advertised them as like you buy them as houses initially, but maybe not. Maybe it's all just a hotel now. I thought they were how... I got so many Instagram adverts. It's like, you could live here. I got so many. And yes, they're very expensive. I got so many adverts for that. Own. Oh, own. There's an own option. See what it says. Owning a residence, so you can buy them. Escapade Silverstone offers individuals the rare opportunity of owning a piece of this world-famous venue. 2, 3, or 4-bedroom residences are available for purchase. These all sit within the 14-acre Escapade Silverstone estate, directly adjacent to the track. Beyond having incredible private space to stay and entertain, the owners will have access to the clubhouse and all of its amenities. They will also be granted founding membership and the various motorsport privileges it provides. Owners will be able to uniquely benefit from the hospitality returns generated from the 1.2 plus million visitors, the 7 million visitors that head to nearby Bicester Village, and a Central UK location which offers 50% blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so in collaboration with the circuit, every ownership aspect will be taken care of. When not in use, the residences will form part of the wider accommodation. Owners will receive a portion of the room revenue generated, and the rest will be used to cover all costs. But do they kick you out? Like, do you have to leave? If you do buy a house, you get free tickets for all events. So Formula 1, MotoGP, like BTCC, all that kind of stuff. Clubhouse use, priority track bookings, I guess, for like track days, and also an owner's Grand Prix. You get to race against your neighbors. Special vehicle access, concessions. Weird. The whole thing is bizarre. Imagine your commute if you lived there and had a normal ass job. Well, if you worked for like Aston Martin, great, you could just walk. Even then, it's probably like a good 15-minute walk. But yeah, mate, if you had a job there and you worked in like, I don't know, Bedford, pain in the arse, man. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's a tiny village in the middle of nowhere. In before someone buys one, then lodges a complaint about noise. I guarantee if you buy one of those houses, it will come with like the thickest book of waivers you have ever seen in your life. You'll be signing away so many things. You probably can't like alter the buildings at all. Obviously, like no noise complaints. Probably loads of stuff about like what you can and can't do. You probably like can't put anything in your garden. Obviously, can't install any kind of like cameras or anything. So yeah, it would be like owning a house, but in lots of ways, not like owning a house at all, like just being in a hotel the whole time. Just a weird idea. Just a weird place to live. How much are they? Good question. So they have different sizes. I think I just have to inquire. Request availability list. Oh, mate, just show me the prices, you bastards. Escapade. Prices. Okay, so the cheapest house, £850,000. That is a 2-bed. The largest ones, the 4-bed, are 2 million. Which is a lot. That's a decent chunk of cash. Even for that area, 850 is expensive. Like, that's not beyond the realms of like sanity for a two-bed house. In that part of the country, you're looking at like 400 minimum. So it's about double that price. It's about double prices around there. But obviously they're like luxury accommodations. Okay, let's give them something like that. See what he says. Confirm. What do you say, Max? What say you, Maximilian? He actually really liked the straights. Max loves the straights. Let's give him that, see what he says. Same tyres. Same run plan. Bish bash bosh. Can we make a little fund, get one and hang out there for the British Grand Prix? Genuinely, you know what would be really cool? Not as a house, but if I was setting up like the Mr. V's Garage offices, it would be a very cool place to have an office. Imagine like if I was going to hire like a couple editors, like I was setting up a small company. Really cool place to have like an office. And then if you still had it for race days, that would be cool. Not as a house though, not as a house. Also from where I live now, it's about a 3-hour commute, so not so good anymore. But if I still live near there, then yeah, that would be great. Imagine someone Mark Weber's it. Someone Mark Weber's it onto your patio. To be fair, there is that risk. They're not that far away. It's in a weird place, so it's like, it's kind of, if you look at the track map, it's kind of here. It's kind of here, so it's beyond where you would realistically crash on the exit of Cops, and it's before the entry to Maggots 1. So it would have to be some bizarre crash to end up like in those gardens, but anything's possible in motorsport. Yeah, 2 cars side by side coming out of Cops. One goes over the wheel, flips up in the air, like as they come out of here. That could go over your garden wall for sure. Like you could get that one through your French doors, pretty sure. So yeah, crazy, just crazy, man. Obviously, there's other places, like there's loads of houses right by Imola, and there's quite a lot of racetracks with houses right by them, just from like back in the day. Weird to build new ones in the place like that, though. All right, get out the garage. Get out in your pastry car. Did you see the Daytona crashes, by the way? I've seen nothing from the Daytona. I was thinking about watching it, and I just foolishly assumed it would be on Sky F1, and then kind of when it was on, I turned Sky F1 on, and it wasn't. They were just like doing replays of all their little VT bits. And I was like, yeah. I don't know if you could watch it legally in the UK. I don't know if you had to pirate it or if it was on Eurosport or something. But no, I just didn't watch it. So no, I haven't. I have not seen anything. They need to go through 2 crash fences and over the access road to get to your garden. Wouldn't be a guy landing on your house, would be a corpse. Well, yeah. But fundamentally, from you, the person near the track, if it's an unconscious body or a corpse, that doesn't change much for you. If it's a car though, that's bad. If I had the option for a human body or a fucking 800 kilogram car to come flying at the house window, I'm going with the body, mate. I will take the deceased body. As morbid as that is, do not throw an RB21 at my kitchen window. Give me the deceased driver. Premier Sports has it in the UK. I have no idea how you get Premier Sports. I guess it's like a Sky channel, which I don't get. I only have I use Now TV, so I only have the actual like Sky channel. So I have like Sky F1, Sky Mix, Sky Main Event, but I don't get the other sports channels like Eurosport and all those ones. Which one would kill me faster? The car. The car would kill you first. Yeah, for sure. Well, it's more guaranteed. It's more guaranteed. What about an RB22 at your window? Well, RB22 will be the 2026 one, so it's smaller and lighter. So I guess I would take 2026 regs over 2025. If I have to pick a car to come flying into the side of my house, give me the smaller one. Yeah, that sounds good. Alright, let's get to the end of P1. See if we've got these setups any better. Am I going to be watching the opening WEC race? I mean, not the whole thing. Maybe. I do sometimes watch them if they're on. But I don't normally just sit down to, like, watch TV. If I sit down on the sofa, I'm normally putting on Netflix or Dropout. I wouldn't normally, like, go to Now. I just turn it on for Formula 1. When is it? When is it? What happened to Charles Leclerc in the Salty Universe? Oh, he's there. Behrman is just the like the young driver test, the FP1 test. Like, it's Leclerc and Hamilton for Ferrari. Don't worry, he's still there. And he's leading the championship. He is winning. Dropout mentioned. Dropout's fantastic. I will say, I think there's been a bit of a lull recently. Some of the stuff I've been watching recently, I was a bit kind of like, eh. Recent season of, Actually, very good. I would love to go on Actually. I need to somehow get in contact with someone who works there. I would fucking slap on Dropout, mate. The weekend for it starts in 5 days. Well, 5 days time is like a Monday. Yeah. But sure, okay. Game Changer 7 just got announced. Yeah, I'm excited for that. Game Changer is absolute pinnacle. I've just got my girlfriend has just got Mrs. V into Dimension 20. So she started out by watching Dungeons and Drag Queens Season 1, and she's now watching through Fancy High. Absolute GOAT television. Dimension 20 is so good. I love that show. Question for the expert. Is Mater a gravedigger since he lives in and takes care of a junkyard, which should basically be a graveyard for cars? I would say he's more equivalent to like a prosthetics salesman. Is more equivalent to like the medical prosthetics business. Because imagine a junkyard is selling individual bits. You know, you get like a new bumper, a new door, that kind of thing. Those are like prosthetic limbs. So yeah, he's in medical supply, really. I'm just going to leave these two to do a few more laps, get a bit more acclimatized. Then we'll get to the end of P1. Who is Were supposed to be? Who is Were supposed to be? That is a good question. Charlie Verts. Don't know. Absolutely no idea. Is that a real person or is that like a fake generated person? He might be in like Formula 3 and I just don't know. Host an F1. I'm actually with a bunch of other streamers. That's the thing. I would slap doing that. That would be a great episode as well for anyone who's an F1 fan. They released their series as well, like the Nobody Asked series. And they're like going through random odd questions and testing them out, kind of Mythbuster style. That's what this whole channel is. That's what this entire channel is. And I've got an engineering degree to go with it. I would slap, mate. I would slap. Okay, guys, we're coming to the end of P1. Our cars are mashed. I'm going to call these guys in. We don't have time to do the setup now, so we're going to end this session just while the clock is ticking down. I'm going to just go for a quick break. I'm going to run a couple ads as it's past. I'm going to fill up the green screen juice, which is actually it's just normal water today. Bro fell off. Charlie Wirtz is a real person? Okay. Yeah, fair enough. I don't know everyone who's in... Is he in, like, Formula 3, I guess? Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I don't know the Formula 3 grid, so fair enough. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break just while this timer ticks down to 0. I'm going to go fill up my water. You guys, do the same. Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. Racing is an intense sport. Lap around here at Silson. It's a warm day. It's British summer. It's muggy. It's muggy. I'll be right back. Catch you guys in a second. Do you want to just stay on the pit lane? For those of you who don't get ads, you can see the cars come in. I'll leave you on the pit lane. How about that? See you in a second. We did not just have an ad. Twitch dashboard being broken. Okay, be right back. Whoa. tempted to nip to Lidl to get some Kong Strong of my own. Oh, mate. I can't in good faith recommend Kong Strong to anyone. I do not like that stuff. Not a Kong Strong fanboy. Carlos Sainz quickest. I'll wait till people are back before I start doing setups. Ooh, engine bad. Engine bad. Same here, Jesus. Okay, new engine for qualifying for sure. We can start using this as a practice engine. Kong Strong is just sugar-free OG monster. Bro, they do not taste the same. They do not taste the same. You need to refine your taste buds. I have drunk many, many cans of Monster. Kong Strong is not the same. It's bad. I am a Monster aficionado, okay? I know what it tastes like. Kong Strong does not taste like Monster. It tastes similar, sure, but in a much, much worse knockoff way. Have I tried Red Bull Winter? Yeah, I quite like, you know, the Red Bull Winter and Summer ones. They're like when the can is like the solid color. I think they're decent. I prefer them to normal Red Bull. Yeah, they're fine. But I'd still go for a Monster Ultra. But any day of the week, always a Monster Ultra. Worse, but same flavor. But that's like saying like knockoff supermarket, like Coca-Cola is the same flavor but worse as Coca-Cola. Like, yeah, theoretically yes, but it doesn't mean that you should, it doesn't mean they're nice. The bits that they're lacking are the bits that I want. Is Jackson Storm faster than Max Verstappen? Well, mate, if Jackson Storm is faster than... Well, to be fair, we don't know what Jackson Storm can do outside of the Piston Cup regulations, so it's actually impossible to say. Music in this game is rather great. Can't decide what's better, F1 Manager or F1? They're very different. F1's got that very EA soundtrack. I mean, I've had to mute it because obviously we played it on stream for the Creator Slop race. But it reminded me of like FIFA. Like it's very poppy. This, as like subtle looping background music, actually works really well and doesn't get you copyright striked on YouTube, which is nice. I do like sort of ambient video game menu music that just carries on forever but doesn't get like horrendously jarring. Obviously things like Balatro being the absolute master of that. How long would Mater take to complete the Nordschleife backwards? For fuck's sake. I reckon he could definitely set the record for doing it backwards. Let's put it that way. I think the drivers and crew should also sport the sausage color. Even if I change the drivers, I can't change the crew without modifying like the game files. Which I just fundamentally don't want to do. 5 milliseconds for me to do the Nordschleife. Would be impressive. It would be impressive. I will say, guys, if you haven't watched the Cars video, I won't give you any spoilers, but the amount of comments I've got on that already, which are basically people trying to actually me, and they're trying to argue with the method that I used in that video. Like, the method in the video is foolproof. Foolproof. I showed you a track map, which is a real place and therefore has a real length, a number of laps, which is verified by in-game, sources in film, and a time. And people are trying to actually me on the maths. And then B, it's a high quality shit post, and people are trying to argue with the maths of it, and I'm like, what? Like genuinely trying to argue with the maths of it in the comments. I'm like, it's not that deep, mate. People were leaving comments already, which are like, actually, Cars 3 sucks us around like McQueen trying to hit 200-mile-an-hour average, so clearly he doesn't. It's like, bro, it's not what the video's about. You really think McQueen goes nearly 1,000 mph? I do, but I also don't. Yeah. It's just crazy. How many G's did they pull on the loopy bit? So someone actually did leave a comment where they did some quick like G's calculation, and they reckoned that some of the tightest corners would be between 40 and 50 G. It's either 40 or 400. It was a lot. It was a lot, certainly. And then they were talking about like the maximum G-force of like NASCAR tires and stuff. It's pretty funny comment, honestly. Lots of G-force is the question, enough to like completely liquefy a human driver. Maybe McQueen had a 700 mph fall off. I genuinely think it could just be the fuel restrictions of the piston car. As soon as he sticks that all-in-all, or like the organic juice that what's his face, the hippie guy, concocted, who knows what the fuel content of that is? Mate, that fuel is like 6,000 octane. It's the same as like a space shuttle, clearly. Prediction live. What are you going for? What are you going for, Shabby? Just so I know how to ruin people's dreams. Both 90% by the end of FP2. 92% of people say yes. Christ. Okay, I'm just noticing. So both cars have quite low engine, quite bad engine wear. We are going to swap them out at the start of quali. Please remind me. Please remind me. But for now, got some setup changes to make. He lacquered the straights, he lacquered the brakes, he doesn't lacquer anything else. Okay, absolutely zero anti-roll distribution. Let's give him this. I guess we want to go more off the cornering, so more like there. See what he says about that one. Mediums, not allowed to go on hards, alright. Same for you, Max. It's on 74 already, to be fair. He actually quite likes it, but let's give it a tweak. Make like a meth head and tweak. There we go. FP2. Let's see what they think of these. We always remind you to swap out parts, you just don't listen. That's fair. I'll give you that one. But you still have to remind me. It doesn't change your responsibilities. You still have to do it. What do you reckon Nate's top speed was when he got that rocket booster from McMissile? Well, assuming that was like spacefaring technology, I would say at least a good like 4,000 or 5,000 miles an hour. Like Mach 8, that kind of thing. Just be on the safe side. Just making sure it's got enough power for all situations. Can I name all the World Grand Prix races? Races or racers? Races, yes, because there's 3. it's not too hard. Racers, no. There's not that many, but no, because the fictional ones I genuinely can't remember. I know one of them is Nigel Gearsley, the British stock car guy is Nigel Gearsley, but that's all I know. And Lewis Hamilton, of course. Alright, let's send the sausage rolls out. Racers. No, I could not tell you all the names off the top of my head. I know that one was a French rally car. One is a Spanish kind of like rallycross car. There's a British touring car who's called Nigel Gearsley. There's a German DTM car who has got like an incredibly German name. You know what? Let's go through the names. No Cars 911 mentioned in the video. Max Schnell. Max Schnell is the DTM car. Hell yeah. Competitors. Francesco Bonelli. Lewis Hamilton in number 2. Max Schnell. Miguel Camino. Raul. Raul Sarul. Shu Tudoroki. Carlo Veloso. Nigel Gearsley. Rip Klutchgonski. Who is from the only fictional country. The Cars lore goes so deep, guys. Did you know this? Did you know? The Cars world is entirely the same as our world, but there is one fake country which has representation in the World Grand Prix. Rip Klutchgonski is from the country of the Republic of New Rear-Endia. Everyone else is from a real country, but Rip is from Rear-Endia. Where is Rear-Endia? What is the history of Rear-Endia? Oh, also we have Jeff Gorvet, who is he some kind of Corvette? Is Jeff Gorvet a Corvette? Let's see the picture when it loads. Nope, got an advert. Thank you, fandom. Very cool. Yeah, I want to say Jeff Gorvet is a Corvette C5, C6. There we go. The lore just keeps going. It just goes so deep. It just goes so deep. Was that a G? Yes, it's Gorvette with a G. Gorvette. He's a Corvette called Gorvette. Jeff Corvette is from Kentucky, but that's someone completely different. Because I'm talking about Jeff Gorvette. Also, one thing we found out while researching this video, but I didn't include it. You know the scene with the royal family? So in Cars 2, and there's the bomb scare, and then Mater has the bomb and he takes it, and almost like, it's like the British royal family, right? The Queen is referred to as the Queen. Prince William is called Prince William. He's called Prince William. It's not okay. You can't be dropping puns like this. That is not okay. But this goes back to my argument, and I've said this before. If he's gonna get a pun name, if he's gonna be Prince William, surely every other real person should get a pun name, including the Pope. And the most obvious name for the Pope is to call him the Pope Mobile. Incredibly funny, reference to a real life thing. But then he has a carrier van car in the film, which makes that car the Pope Mobile. Incredibly solid pun setup. Incredibly solid. Absolute slam dunk setup for Cars 2 there. And what did they go and do? They called the Pope, and they called his van thing the Pope Mobile. Bro, it was a layup. It was a layup, and they have slammed their face into the side of the hoop and dropped the ball. How do you miss that? That is a slam dunk pun. A slam dunk pun. Christ. It grinds my gears. It grinds my gears. There was a Cars version of Anna Frank. Yeah. The law implies yes. The law implies yes. Mr. V, which side of history was rear-endier on during Cars World War II? I think it wasn't a country at that point in time. I believe it only recently gained independence at the time of Cars 2. Let me read you. This is from the Cars wiki entry about new rear-endier. New rear-endier, mind you, not old rear-endier. We do not know. We do not know what continent it's on. Is a country that used to be a European colony before gaining independence around 2011. So yeah, newly formed. We can only assume that the denizens of Rerendia under British rule were unwillingly forced to fight for the Allied powers during World War II. That just seems like something that British cars would do. And it says European colony. I'm just assuming it was a British colony because Britain had a few. It certainly had a few colonies. Oh, that is true though. It does have a Nordic cross as its flag. Ah, yeah, so in the trivia on the Cars Wiki, which is a reliable source, of course, given the country's flag and past as a colony, it is possible that it was previously colonized by either the Swedish or Danish empires, as they were the only Nordic countries to have colonized other Nordic countries. Oh, so this is postulating that Rerendia is in Europe, but was previously owned by another country, maybe similar to like... as if they're like the Faroe Islands and have gained independence, that kind of thing, or like Åland. It goes on to theorize that because most of the residents have British sounding names, it's potentially somewhere near the British Isles, similar to, yeah, like the Shetlands or somewhere in the North Sea. Interesting. Yep, Rich Kluchgonski is from Rerendia, and we actually know that his hometown is a town called Wheely. Spelt W-H-E-E-L-I. But that sadly is where the law ends for Rerendia. Mr. V, least favorite F1 car era. But in terms of what, like, performance? The one that comes to the top of my head is, like, early to mid 80s. Because the cars looked vile. You know, like, when they're already fat? Just, like, fat, wide cars? They just looked grim, so I'd have to go for that. Because I liked it in the 70s when they had like the silly tall airboxes, that I can appreciate. But then we got to the early 80s and they were just like fat and low, like the start of the turbo era. Just not good.
Yeah, that's nice.
Engineering wise, I couldn't really answer because I didn't engineer any of them. I guess engineering wise, I'd have to say the first seasons, because those things were basically like bicycles with massive engines. Do I miss the 1K viewers from the bingo? No, I mean, it's like people will just watch what they want to watch. Like, I'm just glad I can entertain you guys. It was pretty daunting, I have to say. It was pretty scary to have that many people here. But I guess that makes sense because, like, it's an event.
What's this?
Oh, what is this? It's not come up in my thing.
All stand up and salute our savior Gordon Ramsay.
I will say, yeah, big, massive respect for Gordon Ramsay for... Because he didn't need to get involved. He could just be like, oh, ha, ha, ha. I do feel like the bit that he said in the event was actually a pretty big deal for like providing support on the side of the drivers. So yeah, massive respect to him for that. Thank you, Ice, for the super chat. No, it was cool. 93%, 93%. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. We need to get this down. Maybe there. And this there. That could be a solid setup. Let's try him on this. How are the tires doing? 60. He'll be alright. He'll be alright. Max. What we saying? 82. Not above 90 yet, but we could get there. We could get there by the end of the session. Alright. Let's get this in line first. Something like that, I guess, is going to be good. No, I've had it before. Let's give him this. See what he says. See what he says about that. Confirm. Can I look at Rip Klutchgonski's trivia while I'm still on the WikiPay? I will take a brief look, and then I'm done with trawling the Cars wiki for now. I don't want this YouTube channel to become entirely a Cars fan page. Rip Klutchgonski. He is a Formula 6000 series racer, and also competed in the Transcontinental Race of Champions. Oh my god. That's too much lore. It's too much lore. No. Why is it so long? I'll read his trivia bit. According to Meet the Cars, Rip is a 2005 Formula 6000 race car, which is a Pixar in-house design based on the 2007 Dallara IR05 Indy car, as well as having heavy inspiration from the Hume F1 supercar. Also resembles cars like the Capara T1, closed-wheel Minardi M190, and the 2012 Dallara IndyCar concept. Based on old concept design, Sign IndyCar was most likely the early adaptation, blah, blah, blah. Oh, according to the Cars Character Encyclopedia book, Rip was actually meant to die during the first Grand Prix race in Tokyo, hence his name, Rip. Yeah, okay. However, this fate was changed so that he lived and only suffered a blown engine and was able to continue racing. I guess they realized they'd had so many deaths in the opening sequence of Cars 2. They didn't want to have another one. Because, you know, you can blow up bad guys on an oil rig and absolutely explode them. But you can't have someone die during a motor race. That's too morbid, so yeah, that's fair. What is the death count for Cars 2? I swear it's like 15, just in the opening sequence. It's a lot. No one dies in the World Grand Prix, but like lots of henchmen get fully blown up in the opening sequence. He's the only car, along with Lewis Hamilton, to not appear in the Cars 2 the video game. Couldn't get the usage rights for Rip Klutchgonski. Copyright law in Rear India is mental. They just couldn't be asked to deal with it. Yeah. Cars law is bizarre. It has so many like niche depths, and I don't know what's confirmed from the films and what's just speculation. It's so funny, the crossover. What's this? What is this from Ice?
BTW, what's your opinion on MBS transforming F1 tracks into rally tracks? Best track would definitely be the Joe Logo one.
I actually don't know what that's referring to. Is there some proposal to what, host like WRC at F1 venues?
Okay.
What's the idea? Thank you for the super chat, by the way. This is surface level research, but apparently there's 19 deaths in Cars 2. I'm not surprised. I thought it was about that.
Copy.
I have a weird and totally random urge to watch the Cars films. Yes. Video definitely not secretly paid for by Disney. Yes. You should watch them. They're great films. Available now on Disney Plus or DVD Blu-ray. Yes. There's no proposal. I just thought it'd be funny. Oh, okay. I mean, if it's MBS proposing it, then I am staunchly against it. Whatever he wants, I reject. Whatever it may be. Free vaccines for developing countries, fully against it. Universal healthcare, fully against it. Fair and equal pay for workers, fully against it. If MBS says that he's implementing it, I'm going to fight it to the death. That man will never have his way. I don't care what he wants. By the way, great video. Just watched it. Thank you. Thank you. I've had that idea for a while, for like several months before Christmas, but only got round to...
What a joke, mate. I can't even see where I'm going. So much vibration.
Oh, shit. Oh, God. Okay, get in the garage. Get in the garage. Should be fine. You okay, Oscar? Yeah, he's about to die as well. Talk about MBS. What do you think of Mohammed V. Sulliam in the Discord? I've seen it. I see all of the photoshops where you put my face on random people. I see every single one. They always get back to me. It was horrifying. Horrifying. Okay, let's just send him out on the same thing again. That's looking like it's pretty good. Let's give him... I want 2 sets of mediums for the race, maybe? Let's give him a set of sauce for now. Oh yeah, need to actually confirm that. Max. Oh! Oh, okay. That's going to be good as well. We'll keep going for now. Nice. At least I didn't put my face on the horn dog. We'll get a Mr. V Christian Horny eventually, I'm sure. If Timothy's watching, I'm sure it won't be long before that happens, don't worry. Have I considered that the Cars 2 Tokyo lap time was just the last lap, making McQueen's average speed 20 miles an hour? I saw some comments saying that in the video. I think, if anything, that's less realistic. For the fastest cars in the world to be lapping at an average of 20 miles an hour, I find actually more bizarre than it being 1,000 miles an hour. Timothy is here. Have you already made Vistian Vorna? Is it just waiting in your folder to be uploaded at the worst possible time? Lightning McVean. We did get something similar to that already. Assuming you shouldn't have showed up in the chat because now you're just going to get Assetto Corsa requests. Can't go out in public anymore without someone requesting a track. Mr. V, what's your opinion on the cancellation of the Constellation space program and the accompanying Augustine Commission? I think it's tragic, honestly. you know, the interstellar agencies, while maybe not providing direct benefits, you know, there's an argument to be made that it's frivolous going up into space and running space missions, but there's so many indirect benefits in the science. Do I know what that is that you're talking about? No. Can I assume that it's bad? Yes. Which outline of an F1 team principal's face makes the best joke? I mean, I guess if Zooming Past gets a set of course requests, I get track outline requests. And I get lots of them. You can only imagine. I get them in Instagram DMs, Discord DMs, YouTube comments all over the place. I will get people commenting them on other people's like YouTube videos. If I show up in anyone else's live stream in the comments, I will immediately get a track outline request. Immediately, without fail. What's with the livery? It's a sausage roll. It's sausage roll coloured. It's the Greg's special livery, because this is the Greg's home race. The chat yearned for the sausage roll, and so that's what they've gotten. A lovely beige livery for that lovely part-baked pastry that you get on a Greg's sausage roll. It's chewy, it's soft. Sometimes they cook it a bit longer and it has a crunch to it, but not most of the time. Delicious, delicious. £1.20, £1.50, £1.80, depends where you live. Probably more like £1.80 nowadays. Still though, bargain. Lukewarm sausage roll out the cabinet. Done, mate. Sold. All right, let's get some feedback in. Oh, satisfaction optimal. We'll see what that is at the end of the session. We've got 5 minutes, so we'll let him run to the end. Whatever the setup is when we get back to the menu screen still counts for the prediction that Shabby's got going. I'm calling it now. It still counts when we're back at the menu. I'm going to say they're both above 90 at this point. Pastry for pastry? That confused my brain unbelievably. Yes. Pastry for Oscar Piastri. Ah, Chroma, welcome into the Green Screen Enthusiast over on Twitch. Welcome, welcome. Love a bit of flav hiding behind the chat there. Love to see it. Swap engines. It's only P2. I've still got a whole practice session yet. But I will. Why did you torture me with Avis at nearly midnight? Are you referring to the GeoGuessr we played on Tuesday? That was torture for everyone involved. It was collective torture. Kind of like a suicide cult, but on Avis.
Egg.
I see what you were going for, but text-to-speech does not have the big brain capacity that you do, Yuri. I'm sorry. I will say it for you. Greg Egg. Is that what you wanted? You wanted Greg Egg? Thank you for the super chat. Wait, Verstappen? Yeah, we got Verstappen. We got Verstappen and Piastri. We had Teo Pocher, and he was just bad. And now I've got Verstappen, and he's bad. Despite being rated 91, he is shit. Setup satisfaction 97, both cars. Look at that. I actually don't need to do FP3. I mean, we should, because it gets them more used to the track, but it really feels like a waste of tires at this point. I feel like I want to keep some mediums. So I'm going to go on a set of softs initially. Can we tweak this? I don't know how I would possibly tweak that to make it any better, so I'm just going to leave that. You can have some softs as well. Can we tweak yours once more? No idea. We'll leave that there. Let's go. Let's go to FP3 at Silverstone. Save your mediums. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe your car is bad. He's in the same car! He's in the same car as Oscar and he's just shit. Don't give me that. Oscar can work miracles in this car. People gave me that argument for Checo in real life, and they're like, oh, the car's difficult to drive. I'm not having it. He's a professional driver. He should just learn to drive it. That's his job. That's his job. Set tires to low. Oh, yeah, good idea. Makes a lot of sense. Okay. Let's do this.
Okay.
Underfuel your car in practice. Don't need to run FP3, that's for losers. I really wish I could just skip it. It's kind of annoying, like the track. Like, they get the track acclimatization, which I'm assuming has quite a big effect on their, like, quality speed. But the thing is, I can't, like, skip it, because if I simulate it, then the AI will use, like, tons of my tire life on all random tire compounds I don't want them to use. I enjoyed playing like career mode in the F1 games, and you can just not take part in the practice sessions. You can just sit there in the garage for the entire time and it's fine. Because, you know, in the F1 games you have like the different run plans, and you do like the long run pace and do the quali pace, and it helps your team give you like a good prediction for your fuel usage and stuff, and you can put less fuel in the car. You can do all of those in like just FP1, maybe FP1 and FP2, and then just skip FP3. Real nice. We've basically done everything. I don't know why I can't just skip FP3 here. Max without a Red Bull car is just Nick DeVries. The slander in the chat. That is brutal. Okay, setup's still untested. Which is crazy because I didn't change anything. Do we just go out again on the same source? Oh yeah, mate, you'll be fine. Go out again. Car setup is not untested. It's fully tested. I don't know what you're talking about, game. One thing I find funny is everyone got rid of the fastest lap at the same time that NASCAR added it. Has NASCAR added fastest lap point? I feel like much more difficult to get a fastest lap in NASCAR though, from the way that like the pack strategy works. Kind of interesting. And then in this game it's gone the other way, and we still have a fastest lap point and we've added a pole position point. I think more points. I think more points for doing good stuff. Just like more ways to... I do like the idea of a pole position point, or like 2 points like Formula 2. I think there should be more reward for qualifying, because like that is a test of pure driver skill and engineering talent. Obviously the reward is a good grid placement, but I think a couple points for quali could be a good idea in real life. You have Max and a backmarker team. We're the third best team. Backmarker team. Okay, maybe we're slightly below McLaren, but we're the fourth best team, certainly. F1 and NASCAR are like yin and yang. NASCAR had to wait for F1 to drop the rule before they were allowed to add it. Otherwise, the universe would be imbalanced. What happened to Norris? Yeah, Norris is just unemployed. Norris is just gone. Just the way the computer like makes decisions about drivers is different to real life, and so if they're too expensive, they'll just be like, nah. And to be fair, particularly Fred Vesti is doing a really good job in that McLaren. Tsunoda is not fantastic. But Fred Vesti is actually rapid and just consistently beats us. So, and they probably got him for like 1/20th the price of Lando, so fair play to McLaren. How's your car looking? Don't you think you need to strip away some paint, save a few grams? No, but then people won't buy enough sausage rolls. Greg's have paid good money to have a beige car going around Silverstone today. The performance benefit would not be worth it for that sweet, sweet pastry money we're about to receive at the end of this Grand Prix. Can you believe Frontier made Roller Coaster Tycoon 3? No, I didn't know that. That's quite funny.
Traction is completely gone.
Alright, you get in the garage, mate. You're done. You're done. You're getting cut off.
What's this?
F1M makes no sense. Money grows on sponsorships.
What? Thanks for... What do you mean? I'm pretty sure F1M is pretty good at signing sponsorships. There's quite a lot of new ones coming in. Like, I'm sure Louis Vuitton has a new sponsorship with Formula 1 this year, and I believe they're like the podium sponsor or like the trophy sponsor for the whole year, something crazy like that. They're pretty good at getting those sponsorships over F1M. I wish the new weight rules meant more paint and less carbon fiber. Oh, we had this discussion last year. This is obviously a big thing last year at this sort of time. It is so much harder than you think to implement a rule to force teams to have paint. Because, right, so let's say, so you know they have like, there's a minimum weight for the driver's cell, which is the driver plus the seat. And the seat is the seat plus there's like an electronics box like attached to the bottom of the seat, which is like, it records their like does their vital monitoring and stuff like that. Anyway, that whole package has a minimum weight of like 80 or 85 kg, which is to prevent drivers from, like dropping weight to unhealthy levels. So you could do something similar, and you could set like a minimum weight for the paint package for the car. But then that doesn't guarantee that the paint is all over the car. If they say there has to be 5 kilograms of paint, which is loads, it would be less than that. If they say there has to be 5 kilograms of paint, the team could just have like one huge ball of paint, which is basically a thing of ballast, and then just stick it in one place that's really beneficial. So then you would have to have a rule that specifies like paint has to cover all exterior surfaces, but then it's like, what's an exterior surface? Is like, if you peer into the side pod, is that an exterior surface? From a topological point of view, yes, but from like a common sense point of view, no. So then what is and is not interior, and you would have to like define just all crazy stuff about like how to measure where there should and shouldn't be paint. It would be so incredibly hard to regulate. And teams would just get around it to save weight anyway. Like, if they're going to run no paint, they would run no paint. They just will. I made the argument last year. Teams want to paint their cars. Teams want to have a colourful car because they want you to see it and they want you to notice it and look at all their sponsors because it makes their sponsorships more valuable. They were only stripping paint out as like a last resort. And as you've seen this year, obviously they got the weight of other parts down, and almost every team is fully covered in paint again, apart from Sauber, which is like half carbon fiber. But yeah, teams want to paint their cars. Like, I don't think you have to mandate it. They just will if they can. I think we should make the entire power unit less heavy. It's like 150 kg too heavy. Just get rid of that. And then I think we'd have some other knock-on benefits. Ferrari would colour their engine block red in that case. That's the thing, if you mandate the car has to have paint, so like no one said it has to be on the outside. Yeah, they would paint like the, like the valve covers, or something like this. So yeah, it's like, it'd be an impossible thing to regulate, or almost impossible thing to regulate. And it's kind of self-correcting anyway. Like, the teams just put all the paint back on this year because then they weren't over the weight limit, so they just can. We should just drop the minimum weight. The point of a minimum weight is you don't want people to cut corners on safety. So the car has to have crash structures on the side and the front, stuff like this. And if there's absolutely no minimum weight, then you'll start to do stuff like skimp on the design of those, make the car less safe, or do like some weird shit with the engine that makes it more likely to explode and kill someone in a fireball. Or it makes like an arms race. There was a concern with like an engine arms race and using like crazy expensive materials. Like you could manufacture the entire engine out of like pure titanium or some other rare metal to make it a little bit lighter, or like a pure magnesium engine, but then the cost goes absolutely astronomical. And so they put a weight limit on it, so it's like, yeah, just make it out of like regular materials, and it's like, yeah, fine, we'll just put a weight limit, so there's no benefit to using all this expensive stuff. So it's a cost measure at the same time. 100% preparation, I'll take that. Okay, engine. We need engine in the car.
Pay off for the drivers. Well, we're about to find out.
Get rid of ERS, bring V10s back. Honestly, yeah, V10s with fully synthetic fuels, sorted, mate, done. Just go back to like 2005 regulations, but with fully synthetic fuel, easy. And like the safety knowledge that we have nowadays. Okay, new engine for you. And does he need a new gearbox? Nah, I'll be right. It'll be sorted, mate. It'll be fine. You know what? He can have one, and then we'll use the old gearbox in practices. This ERS is getting low as well. Got a gearbox that Teo smashed to bits. Lovely. Remove the weight limit, you end up with a piece of cardboard with a nuke inside. Well, yeah, yes, basically, you end up with like incredibly unsafe designs. Because if there's no minimum to reach, you'll just keep going and you'll keep shaving stuff off the design until it like doesn't actually function properly at all. Would the cost cap not prevent full titanium engines? No. But so the cost of engine design and the cost of selling the engine are different things. So there's a limit that Mercedes, AMG, Petronas F1 team can pay Mercedes performance powertrains or high performance powertrains for the engine. There is not really a limit that Mercedes powertrains can spend on developing the engine. So obviously in that scenario, if there was like the sky's the limit, Mercedes could spend hundreds of millions or billions developing some crazy powerful engine, crazy lightweight powerful engine, and then just sell it to the F1 team at a loss. And the F1 team would be well within the cost cap, and that's fine, because the powertrains is a different thing. That's a different team. It's not underneath the cost cap. There are restrictions on engine development, but they're not within the cost cap. In the same way. It's complicated. Let's go out, do some bankers. Go Piastri first. See what these guys are doing. What about Pikes Peak? Only regulation is that it needs a roll cage. Pikes Peak is pretty mental. The only thing holding Pikes Peak back is there's no point in going further. You know, like people like VW when they made the, whatever it is, the crazy fast one. That's like a publicity stunt, so they can allocate some budget to that. But fundamentally, there's no point in spending 200 million developing a car just for Pikes Peak, because you're not going to make the money back. It's just bad business. If Pikes Peak was like every weekend and it had the same like viewership as Formula 1 and all this sponsorship and there was all this money in it, yeah, you would probably see some of the most devilish, crazy engineering that's ever existed if it had those regulations. And also, people would just be getting murdered left, right, and center every single week by the car. And they would start adding regulations in for safety. What would happen if a powertrain manufacturer sold a better engine to their own team than to the customers? Not better optimized, just better and more refined in every way. Well, that can and does happen. So I think last year or the year before, Haas was still buying an old engine. So Ferrari had made a new engine. I think it was 2024. And so the 2024 engine, they were using it for Ferrari and they were also selling it to Sauber. But then Haas was still buying the previous one, the 2023 engine. And I guess that was a decision between both of them to save some money, because obviously the 2023 one would be a bit cheaper. So yeah, that can happen. It would have to be an agreement. You can't like lie to them. You can't be like, oh, this is definitely the best engine we got, and then give them some piece of shit in the box instead. But you can make an agreement to give them a slightly different version. That's well within the rules. Okay, let's get some banker laps in. Piastri's going to come around first. Verstappen got some traffic through Magnus Beckett's. We are slower than Joe by 0.5. That is not good. Verstappen goes ahead of him by 0.1. Okay. Yeah, I feel like something went bad there. We should definitely be ahead of Joe. We should not be the same kind of lap time as Sargent. Where was that? Coming out of the loop? Yeah. Oh, Magnussen. You silly goose, Kevin. Guan Yu still being the Jote. Despite our low placement, I'm just going to put them on the same tyres, because I'm pretty sure they're going to get through. Verstappen seems to be not fully washed today, so I think he'll be fine. Now the records show that even in the unlimited class at Pikes Peak, there are still safety regulations. Yeah, of course. It's not literally just a roll cage. There are obviously, like, you have to have a lot of, like, emergency engine cutoffs and fire extinguishers and all stuff like this. And you have to wear a helmet and have a chair with seatbelts and a harness. But I guarantee you, if someone was spending the like Formula 1 money in making a Pikes Peak car, that car would be so fast they would have to write new regulations for it. Because with say you had 150 mil to develop a car for Pikes Peak, you could make something so quick with those regulations that would just, like, the risk of it killing a driver or several spectators would just be astronomical. And you would have to just regulate it. Okay, we're going to go out at the magical 2:30 mark. We're going to get through to Q2. It's going to be golden. Might be relatively safe anyway. Heard the rumors of Joe going to Cadillac. At this point in time, there's rumors of, like, every human being who's ever breathed going to Cadillac, so I'm not paying too much attention to them currently. Piastri can go. And then Verstappen can go. No! Oh, no, we're ahead of them. No, wait. No, he's behind a Red Bull. At least the Red Bull's quick. At least we're not behind a slow car. It's alright. And Verstappen's a little bit faster anyway. Veco versus Cadillac. Yeah, like, mate. Rumors of Ricciardo going to Cadillac, Checo going to Cadillac, Joe going to Cadillac. Literally just anyone who's driven in Formula 1 the last few years. There's someone writing an opinion piece that they might go to Cadillac. And at this point, they all might go to Cadillac. The rumors mean nothing at this point. There's no, like, solid rumors. You can tell the difference if you spend enough time deep in the depths of Formula 1 media. You can tell the difference between wild speculation and, like, pretty solid semi-confirmed rumors. There's nothing anywhere near solid for Cadillac yet. We will start to know in the next few months, because they'll start to get involved in the news cycle. Okay, we're going round. That is not a good place to be, Verstappen! That is not a good place to be! Is that car on a hot lap, or are we just getting held up by Gasly? Oh, bro, don't set a hot lap like that. At least Gasly's not that slow. At least he's in P9. So if we do the same lap time as him, we will also be in P9. So I'll take him. That's how it works. Piastri has clean air. He just needs to improve by like a couple, and Verstappen needs to improve as well. Comes round. Green sector 2. Improves to P11. Verstappen up next. He's gone yellow because he's stuck behind an RB. Comes round through club. Does he improve overall? So funnily enough, doing your entire quali lap up someone else's rear bumper, not great. To be fair, this is totally on me. How is it on me? How the hell would I possibly have known where that RB was when I came? It wasn't anywhere near us when I came. It's not on me. That is not on me. 20 million down the drain. Oh, please don't remind me. Hurts, man. It hurts. It sucks. I don't know why he is rated so high. Or should I say, I don't know why he's so bad in this game. Should have kept Teo. I genuinely am thinking that at this point, and it sucks, bro. It sucks. All right. He just rode his diffuser the entire way round. I feel like at the very least we can get a good recovery. He can recover into the points. He has to get P8 to get his 1.1 mil, which is going to be tough. We shall see. I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break before we go to Q2, guys. It's past. Yeah, brutal. Brutal. To be fair, I'm actually not going to go anywhere, but I'm going to run out of this. You get it, so... See you in a second. See you in a second. Cannot believe that. Cannot believe that. Brutal, brutal stuff. Predictions. What was the prediction? Max into Q3? 84% of people said no. That is...
Hello.
Great day to be a Max hater. Chris! Welcome into the Green Screen Enthusiast over on YouTube. If you can hear this, I might have just given you an ad. Welcome in if you can hear.
Hello.
Ooh.
Hello.
Chris with the gifted. Wait, let me get this behind the... There we go. So you can actually see. Oh yeah, Chris, thank you. Can you hear me? Or did I just lock you into an advert? Thank you, man. Membership and a gifted membership. Very cool. Welcome on board. Have you just come over from the cards video by any chance? We've still got 40 seconds, 35 seconds on the Twitch ads. I'm just waiting for those guys to come back. And then we will head into Q2. Oscar into Q3, 85% of submissions currently saying yes. People have so much faith in Oscar, and you just absolutely hate Verstappen. I don't blame you, because he's done nothing to earn your respect. I sent you an Instagram request with a couple of interesting images attached that you may enjoy. You see, that kind of message does scare me a little bit, Harry. You have to understand that could be literally anything, and I don't know you. If you're sending me dick pics on Instagram, mate, I'm gonna be mildly annoyed. Since my personal one or to Mystery's Garage? Let's check Mystery's Garage. No message requests. You sent it to my personal one. Oh no. Oh, what is it gonna be? There's nothing from an account called Harry unless you called something completely different on there. As a 17-year-old, be glad to know it wasn't anything appropriate.
Would you ever do live race reactions in the future for your I-114th Hecko?
No, I hadn't planned on it, honestly. The thing is, I make videos that I would want to watch, and when I watch Formula 1, I just want to sit there like with a coffee and just be like this on the sofa and do very little. To be honest, nowadays, I do watch with a notebook and I make some notes for the podcast. But I think for the course of like a 2 or 3 hour race, I don't know if I would have enough insight to give you to make it worth your time. I think I would prefer to do it in like a recap format on the podcast. I don't want to make stuff for the sake of it. I know some creators will just make as many things as possible and they'll react to everything and make a video about every single tiny news story. But like, I don't want to make just like stuff for the sake of it. So if I wouldn't watch it myself, I don't particularly want to do it. I would join. So if someone else asked me to join their one, if it was like a live podcast or like a watch along live stream, I would join someone else, but I have no plans on making my own one, no. Mate, I don't see any Instagram messages from anyone called Harry, unless you're called something different. I don't know if some of them just don't come through, if some get like fully blocked, which is leading me to think you were just sending me the dick pickies. Which is concerning. It's concerning, I must say. Flagged for inappropriate content. Yeah. No, it's a good question about the watch along, and I've been asked that before. But yeah, I make stuff that I would want to watch. Is the answer, and I wouldn't watch a watch along. I just watch the race on my own. So that's why I wouldn't film one. Let's go to Q2. But by all means, if you watch anyone else and they do one and they have guests on, I'm always open to be a guest. So any other creators watching, you hit me up, bro. I'll join your podcast.
It should be green now.
I feel like I'm being annoying with this. Did you enjoy the F1 with NASCAR points on Twitter? I wouldn't have seen it, mate. I don't go on Twitter anymore. It is owned by a Nazi, so we do not support that website. So no, I was just like signed out of my X account now. I just use Blue Sky. Which I think is just a solid decision for multiple reasons. X and Twitter, even like regardless of Elon Musk, it's just a horrendous website now, and it's just full of like spam and bots. But every time I go on it, all I get is promoted posts trying to sell me crypto, and I don't want to buy any crypto. I don't want that. So no, I won't have seen it if it's in the last few weeks. I haven't been on there. Sent it months ago. I'm not sure, man. People send me a lot of stuff. I'm sorry if I didn't catch it. I will say I have done Formula 1 for NASCAR points for the point system video. So I don't know which season you did it for, but I obviously have already calculated that for a few different seasons. I'd watch a watch along with you because you're entertaining, but wouldn't watch most watch alongs. Oh, thank you.
Hello.
Oh.
Zbabichev rejoined the green screen enthusiasts. Zbabichev celebrates 6 months of membership. Yo, 6 months of cargo room, let's go.
Babachiff, thank you. Upgraded to the gold Mr. V membership. Hell yeah. We've obviously had our first few set of people get into gold now because membership has only been an option for 6 months. Hell yeah. We've got a whole another 6 months till we get to the next badge. But yeah, thank you for sticking around. Awesome stuff. I don't have enough storage space to add another social media. Yeah, fair enough. I'm more than happy having 0 social medias. I use Instagram to like see what friends are up to, but I don't like it. I don't like short form stuff. I'm happy to post some random bullshit a couple times a day on Blue Sky, but I don't like really read through anyone else's. It's a cesspit. Yeah, it is. The internet was a mistake. In many ways, the internet was a mistake. We need to go back to, like, you know, the late 90s. About the year 2000. I think that was the peak. It's been downhill from there, bro. Been downhill from there. If Snapchat wasn't the sole way uni students know how to communicate, I would have deleted it years ago. Bro, you don't want to talk to the people who just talk on Snapchat. Those are not reliable people. Snapchat. Bro. Bro says he does YouTube. YouTube is not a social media. Because all other ones are designed to be two-way. YouTube is a broadcast platform. Like, you leave comments and stuff, but it's not a two-way thing in that way. Like, you know what I mean? With YouTube, I can actually work on a piece. I can write a script, I can make it, film it, edit it. I can form like a well-crafted thing and put it out there for people to see. What is X? It's just people writing down their random bullshit thoughts. Tim and Marduk, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? 155 viewers on Twitch. I might actually get Twitch partner at this rate. This with the F1 launch as well. Hell yeah. Welcome in, mate. We're just talking about how Snapchat was... No, we're actually like, just not going to read that comment out. Yeah, YouTube is not social media. YouTube is media. minus the social. You can leave comments, but it's not the same as Instagram and stuff like that. Okay, Piastri P2 currently, 0.4 off Stroll. That's not good. Yeah, I feel like this year is not our year. Or at least Silverstone is not our track. I'm not confident about the Q3, honestly. We'll give him a new set of softs for this because he needs it real bad. No, he can have the same ones. He can have the same ones. What have you been up to, guys? That just come in raiding? It's not our track, he says every track. Some of them are our track. I almost won in Montreal. And it was a very respectable P2 and I did not fumble a win. We have no comments about that. Some of them are our track. Silverstone is just... all the ones that have corners, I seem to struggle on. I didn't mean to click that. I didn't mean to click. Oh, get back in the garage. No. I was trying to check his tire life. I was just trying to check his tire life, man. All right, well, let's see what he can do. At least it's not right on the back of... At least he's got clean air. At least he's got clean air now. Nope. No, he's right behind the two Astons going through Luffield and Gasly. He improves to P7. You know what?
Good luck.
Ahead of Stroll, ahead of Ricardo. It's not terrible. I'm not accepting the Mr. Fumble just yet. Let's just wait. Let's just wait. So the car will be good at Monza. I am very hopeful for the Italian Grand Prix. I think we will be good at Monza, yes. But also, in the race here, I think we could do well. Okay, P7. P7. Yeah, Monza, I think, will be decent. Ugh.
Hello.
Not Netherlands, not Hungaroring. I guess, like, maybe once we get to Mexico, we could be good. Maybe. I guess technically it's a high downforce track. You know what? It's just not a good car. It's just not a good car. Thankfully, we've got Piastri, the best driver on the grid, so it's going to be all right. Welcome in, Victor, with the Prime. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's do this thing. Max Verstappen out in P17. Guys, if you're ever going to play F1 Manager, there's this random guy called Max Verstappen that you can sign. Fully worst driver in the game. Do not do that. Kid cannot turn a steering wheel. Call him a kid. He's like the same age as me. No, actually, no. He's actually significantly younger than me. Guy, it's my 30th birthday on Sunday. Do you know how depressing that is? You see all comments about, like, Formula 1 drivers going into this year and how people like Sainz are now getting to 30 and how, like, oh, they coming to the end of their career, and it's like, he's younger than me still. Old. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. I've never managed to make a good car in this game. So it depends what start condition you choose. You can basically just start with a good car. You can also just choose... You can just start with, like, Red Bull or Ferrari and then you just have one. We started one of the medium options where we're sponsored by a big car company. And we were, like, mid-table and we'll kind of get there. The 2026 regs, maybe we'll have one of the best cars. We shall see. It takes a while. It takes a while. Still younger than Lewis. Well, I don't think I'm going to be catching him anytime soon. So I'll take that. Happy birthday for Sunday. Thank you. Are you living in a care home? I will be next week, mate. I will be next week. It's retirement for me. I'm past it. Past my prime. Can't do anything anymore. So check me into the care home. Get the nurse to spoon feed me my porridge every morning. Thank you. Yeah. I'm done. I'm through the useful part of my life. As we all know from watching professional sports, like, you have your 20s and then you die. And that's just how it goes. Sad, but I've made the most of it. I've lived a fun life. I had that one time I had an egg out of a shoe. That was fun. The rest has been pretty mundane, to be fair. I feel like this has given me lots of like regret. You know, when you're on your deathbed and you look back, and I'm just looking back and I'm like, I had a raw egg out of a shoe, and just had to sit here with you fuckers 2 or 3 nights a week for the last 2 years. Where did it all go wrong? Let's go do a banker lap. I'm older than you by 3 days. Get in the bin, you baby. Put Mr. V out to pasture. Rebranding to Mr. V's Hospice. That's the new channel. New channel coming next week. It'll just be me reviewing different brands of like applesauce and soft porridge. Talking about my my crossword solving tips. We'll do like puzzle let's plays, like 5,000 piece puzzles. Gonna absolutely bang. Those streams would bang, to be fair. I mean, actually, genuinely, I think that could be quite a good stream. You know, on the puzzles where it's like a 2,000 piece puzzle, but it's all white? I feel like one of those, but with a forfeit if I can't do it fast enough, would genuinely be quite a funny stream. Soft porridge, there's hard porridge. But you know what I mean? As opposed to like thick, lumpy porridge. When you make it, when you get like an old person with no teeth and you make it, and it's basically just like pure milk. It's like a liquid and they can just drink it. Not like hearty fucking big boy porridge that's like solid lumps slapped in the face of oats. That's what I eat for breakfast. No, I don't. I eat granola or sometimes a pancake. But if I was going to eat porridge, it would be thick. Thick. Okay, we set a flying lap, get slightly held up by a McLaren, but we go P5! We go P5. Oscar Piastri, he is a quali merchant and also a race merchant. He's just a merchant. He has wares to sell. Could be okay. Max is in P17. We're just going to pretend he doesn't exist. We like P5. Ahead of Leclerc, that's probably going to change. We'll take P6 though. Maybe we get ahead of Tsunoda. I don't know. Let's get back to the garage. Not going to have long to do this. Brand new tires. Wait. I put him on old tires? No, you get a new set for Q3. There we go. What an interesting convo about the race. It's qualifying. What am I meant to say about qualifying? He's driving a lap. Which daytime TV logo makes the best track? I couldn't tell you what any of them look like. CCC turning into HBC hospice bed chat. You guys are way too committed to this bit. You guys are absolutely gunning for my demise. Not entirely sure about that one. Let's go out at 2:30. Maybe 2:20. How about just now? We'll just go now. I feel like Monty, you're watching something completely different.
Good warm up on the brakes. Copy.
When you turn 30, you should make at least one video in a flat cap to celebrate. What the? What age do you think 30 is? Bro, 30's like the new 19. Talking flat caps. Going to turn full Peaky Blinders as of next week. RPM style but sophisticated with the pipe. I managed to put the image in the Discord. Okay, I'll take a look in a second. We've got Dragovic in my arse cheeks. But as long as he stays behind us, he shouldn't slow us down. Let's see what we can do here. Let's actually follow this lap along. Q1 at Silverstone must take us about down here to Luffield. Yeah, green Q1. Sector 1. Interesting. Leclerc also does go ahead. I don't know if Sainz has set his final time. But if we can improve by a second, we're ahead of Sainz and maybe even Tsunoda if we get 0.2. 0.2 is optimistic. I wish this showed me how much I'd improved in Sector 1. There's a lot of information lacking out of this game. There's a lot of numbers it could have told me and just didn't.
Get out of the way.
Oh! Is that Russell? Where are the penalties? Where are the penalties? Yellow Sector 2, unsurprisingly, because of Russell. Still got Dragovic right behind us. Come on, just absolutely nail it through Sector 3. Swings it in. Slightly cut off her entry into the club. Lovely exit there. Nice and solid. Across the line. Does not improve. Impeded! Again! How many races do I have to get impeded in Q3 before someone does something about these Mercedes?
Laps around Silverstone await our drivers as the
What is happening, number 3? What is happening? It's the British Grand Prix. It's the British Grand Prix, as the title says. We've just had Q3. So we've qualified P6 and P17 for Verstappen. Unknown rookie Max Verstappen. Complete bust. Do not hire. But I'd like to think we could get a decent thing out of this. George Russell, absolutely no grid penalty. No impeding at all for him. Mate, this is like the creator slot price all over again. Goddamn Canadian Flash just sat in the braking zone for the last corner before going across the grass into the pits, fully impeded me and knocked me off an improved lap. I cannot catch a break around this track, man. I swear to God. All right. It's a good thing we saved those mediums. Medium, hard. That's an insane strategy for Oscar. But I do kind of like it. I feel like we should swap the hards out, put them in the middle, though. So maybe something like that. It's a weird strategy, but I think it could work quite well. Max in a sense shows the barriers at turn 1. It wouldn't be the first time. Maybe he's been yearning for a reunion. Who knows? Check the Discord. In which channel? Is it the Mr. Warner you want me to see? I see the Mr. Warner. Let me see if I can show you that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so that's the thing. Mr. Vorney. Well, should we to look at in general? Again, mentioned in general. I don't hate this one. I don't hate this one. Onsi, Alonso, same hairline as me. confirmed? Or is that pure Alonso slander? Someone slapped a wig on me. Yeah, pretty much. Someone says this looks like a more normal version of Christian. That does not suit me. That is not good. He looks pure evil, man. This is like a villain. You know, in like an American action movie when they have a British villain, because like a posh British accent sounds like refined and scary. That's that. That's that guy. What? No. What is that there? What is this here? Oh, it's not me. It's just actual Harold. Or Porridge has the highest elo. I've created a social movement here, which I now realize to be a mistake. I realize I've only just damaged society with my contributions to the internet, and so I apologize and I will stop. All right, I'm liking this strategy. Should be decent. Let's see what Max has got going. Max wants to go soft, medium, soft. He's got the tires for it, so I guess why not? Yeah, we could do that. Do I put him on hards in the middle? Just so we can go like a little bit longer? So if we do this, then these can go... What the fuck? Like that? 10 seconds slower, but then he's got mediums as well. And if we do get a safety car, it can come in. Can someone animate the Vorna with AI? Mate, don't use AI. Fuck off. Animate it yourself. Learn. Learn how to use Adobe Character Animator. Like, gain a skill. Don't use AI. Man complains about social media and realizes that he's the one who ruined it. Alright, I'm going to send him on this. It says 10 seconds slower, but it's the goal hang strategy. We can hopefully make up some places here. Then we goal hang, and then we can make up some more places at the end. It's idealio. It's tres bueno. It's going to be fantastiche. Not raining. I'm actually... I'm going to underfuel, yes I am. Alright, we're ready. What pace do you want? 4 dots. Lovely stuff. 3 laps under? Yeah, you heard me. You saw it.
The final preparations are now. Hold on tight.
It's going to be great. You can save so much fuel at Silverstone. It's fine, don't worry. You just fully lift and coast like the whole way through Max and Beckett's. It's easy.
We go.
High aggression. Let's follow Oscar on this first lap. See if he can make any places. Starts in P6. I actually didn't even spot my car for a second. I love we've got all these Raider viewers from Tim at Marduk, and I'm running the fucking beige Greg's sausage roll livery for once. So no one can see where the car is. Up into B5, he actually takes science off the line. Get the feeling we may not hold on to that one, but if we can get ahead of that little Snowder ahead of us, that would be nice. I just noticed as well, Max Verstappen's down in P16, but Fred Vesti down in P19, a very terrible qualifying for him. Sorry, I saw this car has spun, and then I saw this, Zhou, and I thought we actually had put Zhou into the barriers at turn 1. That would be just like horrendous irony. Can we see the spin here? Hard to say. Oh! Hats off! Is it Magnussen? It's Bamani. It's Bamani. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be a safety car. I think he'll recover from there. Yeah, he's good. Quite a lot of grass onto the track.
Yellow
It's all good. Okay. Only half a second behind Snowder. Also no DRS on the first lap, but we should be slipstreaming nicely. Can we get alongside him going into Cops? That's never gone badly for anyone. Should be fine here. Verstappen making good places. Up into P15 already. That's already 2. Oscar's done 1. Sonoda is dropping off the back of Leclerc, and we're staying on the back of Sonoda, so that's going to work nicely. Not really going to bother with Sainz behind. He's just going to get past us and win the race, basically. I'm pretty sure we can take Sonoda. Verstappen right on the back of the Albion and goes around the outside at Stowe. And that is a P14 for Verstappen ahead of the Albion. Can he hold it? Coming around to the line. He's going to get a better run. Slightly wide, slightly beyond track limits, but it counts. It counts. Okay, DRS enabled. Well within a second of Sonoda. Oscar here. He's just queuing up something. Got to stay close. Coming through this midsection of the lap, down to the end of Sector 1. If we get a good run here, out of whatever this, turn 4, 5... we should have a beautiful send into Brooklands. We're already alongside. Later on the brakes, Sonoda back in the dust. Push him wide. Lovely stuff. We should get a nice line around the outside of Luffield. Actually, don't. Great stuff. But we get fantastic run coming down the National Straight. We are ahead. Sonoda, no DRS as well.
Nice.
Very nice, I agree. That's P4. Okay, hopefully Sainz starts to take on Sonoda and he can slow him down, get him like off the back of us. To save the ERS a little bit. Or need to not get it to 0 anyway. Oscar Pias Goat. Oscar is like absolutely cracked in this game. He is so good, man. I love and hate you for revealing the truth that Lightning McQueen was driving at Mach 1.3. The people had to know. It's tough. This is cursed knowledge that you can never unknow, but the people had to know. They had to. All the people who raided on Twitch are going to have no idea what that's about. Guys, if you need a way to spend your evening, a lovely little YouTube video just dropped today. We're putting an end to the GOAT debate in motorsport once and for all, basically. Check out Mystery's Garage on YouTube. You're not going to regret it. I missed 2 streams. When did you get Verstappen? Also, Victor with a Prime on Twitch. Thank you. Didn't even spot that. We got Verstappen like 2 races ago. And he's been god-awful since then. I mean, no, he is quick, to be fair. But not as quick as Oscar, I must say. Disclaimer, you might regret looking at the YouTube. Yeah, to be fair, I can't promise it won't be disturbing. What a lunch break video. That's what I do. I'm here for the light entertainment. The light entertainment. That is my speciality. And we're on the back of Bottas. I realize we're still burning fuel like an absolute maniac. 6 kg under. But it gets us onto the back of the front 3. They're all fighting. Can we sneak our way through? We're good on this tyre pace. We can hold on that. We are within a second of the leader, Hamilton. I've seen this one before. We've been in this position, similar to places like Canada. We maybe don't have the best qualifying pace, but when it comes to the races, oh baby, the Greg's car is quick. Didn't make a move just then, but it's a 3-car tussle to get around the outside of. Not the easiest thing to do. Max's tyres are on fire. Nah, they're meant to be like that. It's fine. He's good. He's fine. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
DRS should open now. And we make a move to the outside of Bottas. No, he thinks better of it. Just buying our time. I do like to think, though, down the National Straight. Could be in for something here. We're going to keep on this thing at ×1. I think Oscar's going to make something out of this. Oh. Wait, there's no DRS down the National Straight? What? I guess they don't want people having it open going into Cops, which is fair enough. I keep sharing your videos with my F1 group chat, but they don't appreciate the spreadsheet analysis as much as me. Some people just have bad taste. You have to remember that in life. Some people just don't understand art. You should cut those people out of your life, basically. They are not real friends if they don't understand the wonders of Microsoft Excel. Piastri, going around the outside of Bottas. It goes right there. That's going to slow him down. But holding it around the outside of Bottas should get DRS here. It's also not a DRS straight. Didn't know that.
Sweet.
Some people don't appreciate VLOOKUPs. Yeah, I think honestly, cut those people out of your life. Get a new group chat. Is what I would say. We get ahead of Bottas. 2 Red Bulls behind us. Just 2 Ferraris ahead, but they're fighting as they always do. Could allow us to get in. Keep it nice and close. Keeping it nice and close. Preparing for these tyres to go kaboom. The tyres are fine. Red means good. Red means warm and optimal. They're meant to be hot. They're made of rubber. They're meant to be hot. I genuinely ask people in interviews what their favorite Excel function is. That's horrendous, Shabby. If you're hiring people to work in Excel, sure. If not, that's a crime. You are torturing people. Mr. V looking meme town. Oh. Ugh. Oh no. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I can't... I'll show everyone when there's a bit more of a lull in the race. Bruh, that is not fun. Oh, they use Excel and claim to be advanced users. In that case, I can understand your pain. I was hiring people. So, we had an absolute ton of internal tools. And everything in video engineering is in Excel. Like, it's an old company. It's all just built in Excel. And so we were hiring people to be primarily VBA developers. Obviously, you can make systems and other stuff, but it has to at least interface with Excel, so it has to run through VBA. So we were hiring people in, and I was asking them, like, some interview questions I'd written. And they're based on real problems. So I was like, say you've got this problem, blah, blah. How would you go about implementing this in VBA? And then people would start talking, and clearly they had never used Excel or VBA before. And they were trying to describe stuff that's like basic Excel. Well, I say basic, the Excel functions, but talking around it without naming the function. And I'm like, do you mean this? And then they'll be like, huh? And I'm like, you've never used Excel in your life before, have you? People just lie. People just lie on like job applications, which is fine. You know, you fake it till you make it. But the interview was the time to start making it, and they could not do that. Were you building cars in Excel, Williams style? Basically, yes. You know, in all those news reports... Whoa! Bottas goes wide onto the gravel. Doesn't really slow him down. It's very solid gravel there. No, it's tarmac. Okay. Yeah, it was kind of funny. It's kind of funny when all those news stories came out about Williams, like, keeping a parts database in Excel. Because I saw that, and I was just like... yeah... You should see what else every other company's doing in Excel. I guarantee all the other F1 teams are using Excel for quite a lot of stuff. Like, they would probably have a better, like, PLM system. But they'll still be using Excel for tons of shit. And, like, huge car companies... I was managing data for every single Nissan built in Europe through Excel, because I had to. Like, absolutely billions of data points a year, passing it all through Excel. And then people were like, oh, Williams with all their parts of the F1 car in an Excel spreadsheet. It's like, that's only like 10,000 parts. That's nothing. That makes sense to put it in Excel. I want to save fuel. No, I don't. Not yet.
How are the tyres?
Random question: do you play any instruments? Yeah, I used to play guitar a lot. So I have a couple guitars and a bass. I can still play, but not to the same level I used to. And then obviously just like piano. I don't know what kind of level you put it as, but just piano to like an okay level. I did some trumpet lessons when I was a kid, and I could fandangle some other stuff. But my forays in music recently are entirely digital.
Focus forward.
So any of the music I make for videos is just like purely digital in FL Studio. I'll play some stuff in. I'll play some stuff in on like a MIDI keyboard every now and again, but most it's just digital. I like never touch my guitars basically. What were the dinosaurs like? Okay, we've had a brief interlude, guys. We've had the interlude from the old jokes, but we're back. We are back. Get them in. Get them in. Come on. Why would you ever use Excel when you can use SQL? No, you don't understand. If you're starting something new, obviously there's better tools. If you work for a company that has 50,000 employees in 20 different countries and they've been using Excel since the early 90s, you can't stop using Excel. You have to keep using it. It's all well and good for me to say that it's better to use a different system, but I have to get thousands of different departments all around the world to all swap at the exact same time. These are live systems running through Excel. That's what people don't understand. We would interview people and they're like, oh, well, you shouldn't be doing this in Excel, you should be doing it in something else. And it's like, you can't stop using the Excel. That's why I say that Formula 1 teams will be using it, because they will have been using it from back in the day. You can't stop. You can never stop using Excel once you're in too deep.
What's this?
Would you rather run an Excel livery or a Microsoft Edge livery?
Obviously, I love Excel, mate. It's not even a question. Not even a question, Gale. If I could make it, like, if there was a good enough livery editor in this game, we would just be running full Excel. Edge, get that shit away from me. Love Excel. Love Excel. Excel is the basis of my entire YouTube career. Okay, Verstappen's looking at a pit on about 12. Should be good.
Science has DRS behind.
How did it go from reading at candlelight to using Excel? Mate, the first time I used Excel, all the grids were sketched out on papyrus parchments. So really, when they invented computer screens, that was a nice little upgrade for me. I was reading my scrolls by the light of the coal lamp. So yeah, getting that first digital screen was a real blessing.
Lovely stuff. Good job. Car ahead Sonoda.
We know the truth. We know it's Google Sheets. It's a mixture. It's a mixture. I do use Google Sheets quite a lot because I travel around quite a lot. Like I'll go to my girlfriend's place or like to my parents' place or to her parents. Like I'm traveling quite a lot. So I end up writing videos more often when I'm not at home. And so then I'll just use like Google Sheets. But when I'm doing the more complex stuff, then I'll run it through Excel. Why didn't I invent Facebook? Missed opportunity. Mate, who's to say I didn't? You've seen The Social Network. You know there's two incredibly jacked twins who are like rowers. That's me. That's the film version of me. I'm 6'4" and incredibly jacked. No one ever believes me. People think I'm tiny.
Science has DRS.
I'm huge, mate. I look like a Greek god. That's me.
Yeah.
I invented Facebook. Importing, exporting Excel to SQL is trivially easy. That is so... You are not understanding the point. I know that. You are not understanding the point. So... okay, look, just listen, right? You may be saying it in jest, or you may just be saying it to be genuinely helpful, but it is quite annoying. Imagine this. You have a car production plant that builds 500,000 cars a year. Within that car production plant, you have many, many offices full of hundreds of people doing various parts control functions. They're controlling deliveries into the place, car deliveries out the place, and it's like there's like 100,000 parts to build one car. And so if you're building, 2,000 cars a day, 3,000 cars a day, that's a lot of parts coming in and out. Those systems to track those parts are built in Excel. The user frontage is like a modified version of Excel. The back end is not Excel, but it's passing through Excel. There's like several hundred PCs all running this, and this place runs 24/7. Well, it's 24/5, 24/6, but almost all the time. There is not enough time to shut down and replace all of these systems. So you have to keep using it because the factory has to keep running. You cannot stop using Excel. So the entire foundation of like vehicle design is built on Excel. You can't stop using Excel. You literally can't stop using Excel. The only way to do that would be to stop producing cars for several months. It's not possible to stop using Excel. People don't understand this. They're like, just use something different. It's like, you can't. You cannot do that.
Site's 0.6 behind.
Don't stop the line. Exactly. You never stop the line. Stopping a vehicle production line for 1 minute costs 50 grand. For 1 minute. So imagine you had to stop it for a week. Imagine the cost of that to change over from Excel. And it would take longer than that because you would have to test these new systems. These systems are so robust. They've been in place for decades. So if you change to a new system, you have to test every edge case, every data point edge case that might cause it to crash, might cause something to get sent to the wrong block or to the wrong building. You're going to have months of errors coming through. It's going to cost billions, literally billions to swap away from Excel, so you just don't do that. The entire vehicle industry is run on Excel, and it can never stop doing that. I know it's easy to use other things, but that's not the point. And this is why we had to hire people who were good in Excel, and we never could because no one uses Excel to that kind of level. So we would ask them interview questions and they'd be like, oh, well, I'll just export the data. It's like, you can't. You can't. You have to process it in Excel. No one in the world knows how to do that. Well, no, that's not true. Many people do, but we just couldn't find them. And the company didn't want to pay them enough. People underestimate the human factor of this is what I know. Yeah, exactly. Imagine retraining thousands of employees into a new system. Because like they hire them one at a time and they get trained up. So everyone just gets trained in the same thing over and over again. Imagine sitting them all down and putting them all through a new course on how to use a new system at the same time. It'd be crazy. Crazy levels of error. Wouldn't you just develop and test the other besides while having Excel running while you do that? You have no idea the scale of what you're talking about. Remember that a single error for 60 seconds costs you 50 grand. The scale of what we're talking about is so incomprehensible. You can never stop using Excel. A prediction of Mr. V will see the prediction. Joke's on you. I want to look at it right now. Will this rant go over for 2 minutes? Okay, Verstappen. Ah! Wait, where is he? Almost didn't call him in for his bit. You are going on to hards, Mr. Verstappen, this lap. Good lad. Get it done. Lovely stuff. The next words after why don't you just are profound ignorance. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Obviously, all of the alternatives have been looked at.
A lot can still happen.
Obviously. People who work in these industries are well aware of what they could be using, and they would if they could. The word could is wrong. It's not that simple. It is not that simple. A lot of software packages will function on Excel basis. Replacing Excel could cause millions per tiny bit of replaced software. Yeah. Yeah, and also, yeah, on an enterprise level, some of these systems are so incredibly expensive. There's no point. They can employ idiots like me to get the wheels to keep turning. Anyway, rant over. Take your meds, uncle. Yeah, rant over, it's done. How can we be sure you're not lying to us just so you can keep your Excel job? You're on. You're gonna need to get shut up right now. There, in any industry, there is an element of that. Everyone would always say their job is slightly harder and more important than it is. Obviously. So yes, that is true.
Yeah, perfect.
That's why governments are so ineffective. They're too big and doing too much. Yeah. It'd be even more effective if they stopped doing that, though. Guarantee you. Mr. V, why don't you use Excel to get into Q3? We could... I'm just not even going to go into that. Getting back into the race, and what areas do you think Piastri excels best in? The dude's consistency of just setting like top level pace every single lap is ludicrous. But also I'd say his tire preservation is pretty good, all things considered, so we can run him on like pretty aggressive strategies. But yeah, just ultimately his pace, like he should not have the same pace as Bottas in a Red Bull. There's no world in which that should be acceptable, and yet here we are. Also, I didn't say thank you, Gail, for the super chat. Thank you. Yeah, mate, I wish I had an XL livery in this game. Rather than this Greg's nonsense we've got going on. Yeah, down the side of Sonoda. We also need to start calling a stop, and he's not got too much life left in his tyres. Which F1 driver would have the best Excel knowledge? George Russell. Feels like the kind of person who would enjoy that. I kind of vibe with George Russell. He seems just like a massive nerd like me. And he uses the same race number as me. George Russell's the kind of person like me who would get excited if I explained complex Excel functions to him. And I like that. I like that about him. He's an absolute dork in many ways, but in some ways that's very beneficial. Why isn't Max excelling? Because he's washed, mate. He's fully washed. He has pit, to be fair. We've had a pit stop and lots of other people haven't, but he's just bad. He's just straight up bad. He's straight up bad at driving. He's going to start on his save now.
Okay.
What is date 1 in Excel? It's January 1970, right? Or is it 1900? Same as Russell, you are strikingly attractive, Mr. Versus. I'll take it. I'll take it. 1900? It was my second answer. I'm not too unhappy with that. Okay. Coming in for a stop. We can maybe go one lap longer. We'll call him in for 18. So we'll call it on 17. For Piastri, that is. Not for Verstappen. Still kind of in this fight nicely. Still got science. Still got kind of a 1 behind us, which is nice.
Okay. Yeah.
Node badge revoked. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Shabby. My apologies. Mr. Attractive. You had the Mr. Very Attractive right there. Come on. You can just use the V for very in any pun that you want. We need Mr. VXL classes.
Down in the pits. Oh, that's a slow one.
We're gonna start my next channel. It's just me explaining it. So I'm just gonna use like Bandicam, and I'll turn like the bitrate down on this mic to the absolute minimum. We could just have Excel classes that sound like this, and I'll just talk through, and there'll be absolutely no cuts, and it's just like heavy breathing and me talking through the functions and forgetting what I'm doing.
Hamilton's pitted.
I think that would be, honestly, that content could bang. It could be my first 1 mil video. Oh, my ears? Your ears got a treat, don't lie. Okay, onto the hards. Next lap. Lovely stuff. Mr. Voluptuous, Mr. VBA? Hell yeah, hell yeah. Is it bad I'd watch that for a laugh? Yes. That makes both of us complicit in it's just idiocy.
Now, what am I doing wrong? I don't know.
Practice the Indian accent too. I'm Indian, I'll wave the racism. I can't, for legal reasons, can't get involved in that comment or joke. All I will say is there's many people who have made some excellent Excel courses from India, and I have used many of them in my professional career. Just like watched them in the back of the office. What's the opposite of ASMR? I think this, whatever this is called, is the opposite of ASMR. How does this sound? Because I don't have any feedback for this mic, so I don't really know what it comes out as. Is it the same but louder, or does it get like a weird quality to it? I can take off the pop filter so you get more the p sound as well. I don't know. As soon as I do that, people start complaining their ears are hurting. It's really weird. Super fuzzy. I guess it's this thing. My little mic condom. Okay, the fuel save is not actually saving that much, which is concerning. See how that pans out. Okay, let's get around to Oscar's pit stop. He's still up in P3. Oh, the Ferrari's a pit, that's why. Sounds like it's in my brain. Lucky you. Fuzzy, but like a warmer hug. I'm getting mixed reviews, it seems. Mostly negative to mixed. Okay, Piastri comes in, as does Tsunoda. Let's see if we get a better stop. Quick stop for Oscar. 2-7, bro. Not a quick stop for Oscar.
To clear on exit.
It's alright, at least we're with him. Tsunoda pit for softs. Interesting. So I guess going soft hards, maybe? Perhaps?
Currently P6.
Why have a microphone at all when I can record myself typing into Notepad? Oh, we're going old school, I see. Old school, old school. What is the song that everyone used for those videos? It's like, if you were back there, back in the day in the trenches, you will know exactly what song I'm talking about. Yellow flag. What was that song?
Safe fuel, safe fuel.
Yep. Copy.
Oladelli went off again. All of you who say that I should get Bomani back again. This guy's more washed than Verstappen. Absolute joke human. Doesn't even have a nationality. International waters joke of a human. Alan Walker fade. Hell yeah. Notepad is the cockroach of software. But you literally can't make it better. It's impossible to make a better version of Notepad, and so it will never ever go away. It is perfect. It is already perfect. Increase Max's pace? Nah, he's good. Oh yeah, because his tires are cold. I see. That's fine. Notepad++ is way better. Get your heresy out of here, okay? OG Notepad. I hit the keys on my keyboard and then they come up as notes in the Notepad. I don't know what... Actually, I will say, Notepad in Windows 10, when it has tabs, is the worst thing I have ever experienced. I hate that so much. Because if you open a tab, if you open a note, and then close it, and then open a different one, then both of them will open because you didn't close it as a tab. I hate that. Awful.
No energy.
Tabs which never go right. Or that is the worst thing Microsoft has ever done.
Need to focus on getting the pack up.
I can excuse unfairly laying off like thousands of employees and all the, you know, whatever they may have been up to. But tabs in Notepad is inexcusable. Absolutely the worst thing about using this PC. I love the Notepad. I hate the tabs. Microsoft about to put AI into your Notepad.
6.
Fuck off.
Car ahead.
I know they will. And I'll be typing and fucking Copilot Clippy is going to show up and start asking if he can help me. I'm not looking forward to that. That's the future I don't want. Alright, we're kind of in our save period of this race now. Let's start going through this thing a little bit faster. Oscar's not pitting again until 35 and Max is staying out well past 40. So let's see how things pan out. We're still up in P5. Science Pit's behind us. I think other people are going on faster strategies. They are, like, pushing out ahead. Snowder on softs. Science on softs behind. They're all on vastly different strategies. Actually, the Ferraris... Hamilton on softs, but Leclerc on hards. On mediums, actually. Interesting. Very different strategies. See how it goes. I do believe, guys, we are going to need to run another ad. Because Twitch is just... Has Twitch just done it? Have we just had a Twitch ad? Yeah, we have, haven't we? Alright, so. I'm going to leave it on times one for a minute. Going to run a little ad over on YouTube. And I might go fill up the water one more time. But we're going to leave the cars just spin around here for you. Give you Piastri. See what he's up to with science. 1 minute left on ads. Oh, they're still rolling, I see.
Science has DRS behind.
Or 1 minute left until they roll, is that what you're saying? Yeah, it says they started 2 minutes 50 ago. Alright. I'm going to fill up my water. I'll be right back. Science getting frisky.
Push on.
Doesn't green screen. Sad. I actually don't know how long the YouTube ads run for. It doesn't tell me like when they start and stop. Like I just hit now and then something happens. I get zero information other than that. You know what's kind of crazy, guys? Bit of like behind the scenes for YouTube here. So for the stream on Tuesday, watching the F1 launch, we obviously had, for most of it, over 1,000 people watching on YouTube, and we had like a good 150, 200 on Twitch. So normally, like, the YouTube ads kind of run on a schedule, but I set them just to off for that stream, and I was like gonna do them manually. Then I forgot to do them manually on the largest stream we've ever had.
It's good.
It would have earned as much as doing like 5 or 10 normal F1 manager streams, and I just had them turned off. Fully fucked it up. I just got one ad I could skip after 5 seconds. I guess they're just normal YouTube style then. I guess some people will get unskippables, but most will get a skippable ad. But yeah, looking in, because you can only see video revenue like 2 days later, so I could only see it today. I believe I lost about £200 by forgetting to turn the ads on, which is brutal to take. Fumbled the paycheck. Yeah. I think it was between 1 and 200. Just because of the length of the stream and the number of people there. Tough. It's tough. It's a tough pill to swallow, that. $200's enough for a bull fade. But I didn't get it. 0 for me, so no bull fade, sadly. I'm sorry to let you down like this. Almost enough for one Ferrari cap. I love the Ferrari. Ferrari's got me in such a stranglehold. Because their merch is so nice. Like, those Puma shoes are so nice. And they're so expensive. I want them so... I think about them all the time. My heart bleeds to think about the expensive Ferrari merch. They know what they're doing.
How are the tyres?
Hello.
Sweet chili fish cake. Welcome. Over as a member on YouTube. It's a hell of a name. I do love a bit of sweet chili sauce. Oh, I love a fish cake, to be fair. I love a salmon fish cake. That shows how posh I am. Or maybe, if you go to Aldi, crab and chorizo? Or are they salmon and chorizo? It's something in chorizo fish cake. Oh my god. So nice. So nice. Here's $2.99 to make up for the £200 lost. Thank you. Thank you. The expensive red Ferrari jacket. I don't know if they still have it, but they had a red jacket that was like 800 euros, but it was so nice. I don't think it was exclusively F1 merch.
Yellow now.
Shabby Wobby gifted a tier 1 sub to advert_on_Twitch. They have given 29 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you, Shabby. And welcome, advert on Twitch. Over on Twitch. Yeah, the Ferrari merch that's not the F1 merch, just like the Ferrari clothing. Oh, bro. Lifestyle? Why is my website in Japanese? I've got the Ferrari website in Japanese. Didn't ask for that. SS25 collection. Oh, bro. Wait, let me find you something. Yeah, look at these. Bomber jacket. Oh, it's getting partially green. I don't know why I thought that would work. Leather bomber jacket.
What's this?
Actually, not even leather. It's made of viscose.
Haircut idea, bull fade on one side, Mr. V's garage fade on the other.
Oh, I hate that. That's actually worse. Funnily enough. Yeah, ironically, that is worse than the full bull fade, but thank you. Super chat. Yeah, this plastic jacket, which looks beautiful if the green screen didn't try and hide it from you. 1,100 pounds. Beautiful jacket, though. Beautiful jacket. I don't know why the website is in Japanese. Yeah, they had one like last year, and it was quite like a dark, kind of like clay red, kind of slightly brown leather jacket. That was just the most beautiful leather jacket you've ever seen. But it was like, ooh, Fred Vesti with a crash into Alonso. Absolutely shunted Alonso into, I think, the Norris stands. Oh, I just saw the message. Oh, you don't get text-to-speech. New idea. Forget the bull fade. Get the Auber fade. Stop trying to make Auber happen. It is not going to happen. We will have no Auber around here. Okay? Get your Auber away from me. I don't want your Auber. Welcome, XLCSGO. New member on YouTube? I thought you were a member before. Okay. I think you were on Twitch, maybe. Been here for a week. What the fuck, YouTube? Yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't know. I guess it's giving you the opportunity to do it in a live stream, should you wish to do that. Oh, Fred Vesti with a penalty. That's kind of good for Verstappen. Good for Verstappen. These two are still just like running where they're running. We're not really too fussed about the people around us. Verstappen is right on the back of Zhou, though. Could be fun. Could be fun. Is Zhou on a similar strategy? Also on hards. Yes, he is. Intriguing. Intriguing and interesting. Auber's already happened. It's too late. No, I can fight it. I can stop it. I can send it back to whichever hellscape it came from. Auber is Oracle Red Bull Racing, and in the launch event, they were displaying it as ORBR. Well, ORB and then like little r for racing. Auber. I am not having it. I am not accepting Auber. I will protest this. I will organize a sit-in. I'm gonna boycott any Auber anything. I'm not having Auber around me. I'm not having Auber in my sport. V-Carb was bad enough. I'm not having Auber as well. It's too many stupid acronyms. Okay, we're getting closer on the fuel. I feel like we're around about -1. We could go back up to standard, but we'll get closer just to be safe. D's Auber. It's just such a stupid comment. Okay, 35 for him. Let's go a little bit quicker again. Piastri's in so much clean air. Look at that. He has no idea that there's even a race going on anymore. Can't wait for the race at the Auber ring. Oh. It hurts my soul. No Auber. No Auber. No, no, no Auber. No. I don't like the Auber. I don't like it.
Get ready. Yep.
Orba is why Mr. V drinks Monster. After going to Thailand and trying the original Red Bull, I was like, you know what? Maybe Red Bull's not that bad. And then they pull the Orba bullshit, and I still will never ever drink that stuff. Gonna move the Las Vegas sphere to Austrian, put it in the Orb ring. Orba looks gross. Exactly! It looks bad when you write it. It sounds bad when you say it. It's just bad. It's just a bad acronym. There's companies out here just making acronyms for the sake of it because they think people enjoy saying them. I do not enjoy saying them. I actively feel nasty when I have to say it. It's worse. RBR, cool acronym. Red Bull Racing, cool name. Orba, bad name. Can't wait for the new Red Bull documentary to drop. Law and Orba. Oh, it's actually quite a good pun. It's actually decently creative and I do appreciate it, but I still hate Orba. Okay, Bottas pits ahead of us. The Orba 19. Yeah, imagine if they call the car the Orba 21. Do you want that? Do you want that? And Liam Lawson on debut for Orba rounds the final corner and wins the Australian Grand Prix. And Orba is back on the top step of the podium here in Formula 1. Execute Orba 66. Oh. Oh. Okay, Piastri is getting very nice pace out of these. I'm going to keep him longer again so we can, you know, maybe push the mediums even harder when he goes onto those. Pit a bit later than this says. Verstappen is maybe going to have to pit earlier. We might have to go down. Oh, he's not on. That's why. Just on the wrong pace setting. That's why. Tonight in Mr. V's dream, he goes to McDonald's and the cashier asks, "May I take your Orba?" Again, it's quite a funny joke. It falls down in 2025 because I haven't talked to a person at McDonald's counter in decades. They have the screens in every single McDonald's in the UK, so that it falls down on a logistical basis, but I do appreciate the joke. I'm just explaining why it's not funny, because you have a failing in the mechanics of your joke, but I appreciate the historical, you know, nod. Balance, fuel, and Verstappen. Yeah, I think he's good. I think he's good for balance.
Okay.
Mr. V2 old to fit in with the youth and Orba. If the youth yearn for the Orba, then they can have it. Maybe I don't want to fit in with the youth anymore. Maybe this is me. Maybe I am getting old. If Orba is hip and cool, I don't want to be cool. Give me my crossword and my slippers, and I'm gonna go and chill out. And you can have your Orba. You leave me out of it. Other people complaining about the Riz and the Skibbity and the Gat, and I had no issue with it. But when they pulled out the Orba, that was my time to retire. That was when I knew I'd had enough.
Blue flag.
I was on board to shake my gap for the Rizzler. But shaking my gap for Mr. Horny in the Orba is too much for me. It's too much. I'm gonna have to just bow out. Bow out society at this point.
Just keep cruising up to.
Didn't you watch the opening video? Orber is the cool kids now. I thought their video was okay. It was fine. VCarb had the most cringe video. I wanted to die watching the VCarb one. The thought of having to watch that again in preparation for filming the podcast tomorrow is genuinely terrifying. I don't think I can sit through that again. The Red Bull one was fine. Does Max have mediums left? Oh, good question. Let's see. He does. He has 2. So yeah, we could pit now and go on to mediums. Let's do that. Let's do that. Put him back up to standard and him go on to mediums instead. In this universe, is Danny Rick back? Danny Rick never left. To all those who said he left, he never left in this world. Okay, Leclerc's pit comes up behind us. That's all right. Let's deploy for a lap. She orbit on my V-carb till I'm Minardi. It's where we are now. It's where we are in Formula 1 2025. It's the year of the Orber copy pastas. And just tired. I'm just tired, guys. I'm tired. I've lived through, I've lived through VCarb. I've lived through Formula 1 Team Kick Steak, Team Kick Sauber. I've lived through all the time you have to leave the space. All the Lance Stroll memes from the last few years, I was there back in the days of Gentlemen. A short view back to the past. I've lived through it all, but I'm just tired at this point, I've lived a long life, a long career of Formula 1, thank you, Formula 1 bullshittery. And just, I feel like she orbit on my V-carb till I'm Minardi is just, I'm tired. It's the end for me.
Wow.
Thank you. It's been a fun journey. It's been a long road. And then every dog has his day, Hopefully I get to see the rabbits one last time. That'll be nice for me. That'll be nice. Anyway, so Piastri 1.3 behind Bottas, who has just come out of the pits, I want to say. Pushing hard on his tyres, going to deploy DRS. I'm hoping we can kind of stay in here just before he has to pit.
Do a barrel roll.
I will for the meme. Oh, there's not enough space. The green screen is too close to the desk. Ow. There's not enough space. The green screen is right there. I will say, whenever I put them on push ERS, Piastri just mashes that button into the steering wheel, whereas Verstappen just fully doesn't care, just never uses it. Okay, he's good, he's good, he's good.
Charging a pack. Yeah.
Chat, we need to raise money to buy Mr. V an Orber cap. Do they actually sell one that says Orber on it? I'm gonna need you guys to confirm for me. Is there any merchandise that says Orber? Because if so, I'd be tempted to get it for the meme. She missed it on my V till I excel. Now I will. Oh, we are back. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Hell yeah. That I can get on board with. All right. You need to call Piastri stop in a couple laps time, I want to say. I think at this point we're probably slow enough on these that it's worth pitting. So let's call this. We'll go this lap. Yeah, we'll go this lap.
box. Copy. Box.
Mr. V Carbs Gorbridge. Former AlphaTauri 1 team. I read that as Gorb Rage, which I think is fitting after all of this. I certainly have Gorb Rage, yes.
Class DRS.
I'm the guy who's watching it cadets back now. How on earth is the stream not over? They always take this long. They always go until about this time. Watched a full-ass Grand Prix. But yes, we are going to start going through this thing a little bit quicker. Verstappen doesn't need to pit just yet. We can call him a little bit early, maybe on like 39, 40, that kind of thing. Yeah, we'll call him in at 39, so when he crosses the line for 38, we'll call him in. Good stuff for Piastri. 2.5 is better than before. I'll take a 2.5.
Clear on exit.
Verstappen getting unhappy. He's got very high confidence though. He's up into the points as well. Does need to pit one more time, but I think it could go well. Yeah, I'll just call him now actually. Because surely he's not going to have very good pace on these hards anymore.
Sonoda head. Gap ahead.
Piastri go conserve once more. That's nice. Okay. We'll pit him now.
To go.
Strategy conflict. You conflict that strategy. Get him in the pits. On to the mediums. Could be good. Could be good.
No saving required. Copy.
The Red Bull New Era Retro E-Frame Trucker says orbit on it for €40 95 cents. What I'm going to do is I'm going to search Orba merch with no additional context. I'm going to click the first link that comes up. Oh no, it is Oracle Red Bull Racing Shop. And then Verstappen.com. What have you got for me? Load the website. New arrival. It must be a new arrivals, right? Oh, I have to say, the jumper, not terrible. I won't wear it, but it's not terrible.
Tires are looking good. Yeah. Copy.
You can have a plain grey gilet for £105 if you want such a thing. This is quite nice. This women's varsity jacket from Red Bull, that's quite nice. Can we get some guesses on the price of this varsity jacket, guys? Guesses in the chat. Do not cheat. If anyone says the exact amount, I know you're cheating. What do we think this cotton varsity jacket would set you back? $200, $140, $60 USD, $500, $300, $500, $250. They charge $70 for a hat. It's got to be over 100. I don't want to say 200. It's 394 and 95 pence. That's in Great British pounds. 394 for a varsity jacket. So probably what, like 450 in euros, 500, that kind of thing. Similar in dollars. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, they also just sell jeans, just like straight up jeans. They have this thing as well, which is like a baseball jersey. Quite cool. Pretty cool merch that. If it would focus. You can focus? No? Which means it's not going to focus on the price either. 115. It's cool. It's less blurry in real life. It's cool and all. But 115 for a single shirt is certainly a lot. That's why in in Bish Bash Bush, and I put the advert for the merch store, and I just put like, it's cheaper than F1 merch. F1 merch is just ludicrous, and it just keeps going up every single year. You can have a replica gilet, so you too can look like Christian Horner. For the low, low price of £105, you can look like you work in Milton Keynes. Oracle Red Bull Racing, Red Bull cap. Where's the Orber? Give me the Orber. I don't mind like the big red band across the middle where it says Red Bull. I don't mind that. I'm not seeing like a hard or I kind of think I have to get it, guys. And actually, very reasonable. $35.95. That's like the cheapest thing on here for the Orber cap. I guess it's backwards for you watching the stream. Orber hat is real. Orber hat confirmed. See if they have other ones in like different colors. They have 377 new products. That's just the new arrivals. Okay, it's getting into like posters and stuff from last year. I think it's just the one Orber cap. Yeah. No! 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 Guys, you are not ready. Orber Vegas crossover. The Orber slot machines cap. I actually think that this level of drip is fully illegal. Bro, full Riz on max with it. You don't even have to try. You rock up in the Orber slot machine cap. Bro, it's like shooting fish in a barrel. I actually think it looks good. The slot machine one. I appreciate how stupid it is. That's the kind of thing I would make as merch. I like very goofy, campy merch. The slot, I genuinely quite tempted by the slot machine one. I think it was more expensive. Yeah, this one's 45. It's so stupid that it's good. It's so dumb. Oh, they have it on a bum bag as well. Orber bum bag. I appreciate they're not called bum bags outside the UK, but in the UK this is called a bum bag. Orber bum bag. Is it called that there? Yeah, they do. They call it a bum bag. Orber bum bag. I'm going crazy. Okay. 10 laps to go. Let's start to go through the thing. Piastri's in a pretty solid P6. Got people on older tyres ahead of us. 6 seconds behind Snowden though. I'm not happy. I'm not unhappy if we just get P6. That's not terrible. Verstappen down in P16 needs to start making up some more places. Let's see if he can. If he catches his pack, I think he can get quite a few, but I think P8 for his target is going to be tough. Female varsity jacket better be waterproof when I pull up in the Orber drip. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Medium speed Orber. Oh. Yeah. Did you know that Ferrari have an unsigned cap selling at 450 euros? I didn't know that, but I'm not surprised to hear it. It's a very Ferrari thing to do. Is it made of pure, you know, luxury Italian calf scrotum leather? Something exotic like this? The orbit is growing on me. I still hate it, don't get me wrong. I still vehemently hate it. But I do think the cap is quite funny. Medium speed Orber. You know what? I can't put that on any merch, right? I don't want to get Orber sued. I don't want Red Bull's lawyers to bend me Orber, as it were. Piastri is catching Tsunoda, but not quick enough to get him in 3 laps time. Verstappen is made up to P13. Vesti up ahead. He is not getting any points. We are not getting that 1.1 mil today. Mr. V showing up to next stream and head-to-toe Orber drip. It depends what their delivery time is like, right? Depends how fast they can ship. If someone gets me Orber merch for my birthday, like, if Mrs. V is watching this, please don't get me an Orber cap. If you're watching Mrs. V. I think she's out tonight. It's okay, Mr. V. I'm trying to be a counselor. I'll give you therapy for everything in this chat. I fucking need it, man. Alright, let's push our fuel for the last couple of laps. We're going to finish here. Piastri's going to get P6. Verstappen is probably going to get P13, maybe P12 on Vesti. Final lap, yeah. We finished where we finished. Uneventful British Grand Prix, I have to say. The Greg's car did not do that much for us. Burn fuel. Yeah, we're pushing. We're pushing.
It's still okay.
Greg's car was not the one. It was not the one. I'm still chasing that high from Canada. I'll never have anything as great as that day. The P1 day. I've seen people referencing the P1 clip.
This will be last.
Just me fucking screaming it. I'm glad if that's like cemented into your brains now. 18 points? Yeah, it's just a P6, so yeah. Low-key, the most uneventful race in the season, yeah. I mean, we had Oladelli almost sending it into the barriers on lap 1, and then just nothing happened. At least Vesti didn't score any points. Someone just bought some merch. You guys trying to get the Orber cap from MrVSgarage.com? Is this one of you buying shit? What did they order? Someone just got a pink cargo vroom cap. Very nice. I get like real-time updates if someone buys something. It's quite cool. You should sell Orber caps, but spelt Orber. No, bro, that's how you get sued. I'm not on a get sued speedrun. I'm not selling anything that says Orber on it. Greg's livery failed due to lack of beans. The beans are within the slice. The sausage, beans, and cheese are within the slice, not on the outside. Okay, hopefully he doesn't run out of fuel here. Nah, he's good. P6 will take 8 points. Tsunoda gains on us. So McLaren does get slightly further away from us in the constructors. But also he's stopped on the line. Yeah, nice. But also I'm going to put him down on this just in case he runs out now. Vesti was ahead of Piastri in the drivers, and he's scoring 0s. That's real nice for us. Doesn't run out of fuel. Lovely stuff. Cross the line, P13. We get the mill for Piastri, who's just sat there on the main straight. That is not safe.
These tires are no good for me.
Mystery, when you have multiple colours, write the names of the colours next to the pictures, which is sandy and which is red. But it should, the picture should just swap when you select a colour. It should just show you which one's which. That's how the website's set up. I can do, but that they should just automatically flip the pictures.
Amazing. Really, really good for the team.
We may see these kind of scenes a lot in Formula One, but it's easy.
Someone on fire. What was the prediction?
The whole team.
What the hell did you win that much on? Oh, team points. I see.
Decorated record-breaker
Christ.
once again taking
I don't like people amassing that many points. That's not fun for me.
Superb wins to their name now this year, and it's been a pleasure watching them.
Another win for Hamilton. Let's see actually how the drivers are stacking up. Leclerc won the first few races, but Hamilton is fighting back now.
won't be celebrating with a cup of tea tonight. They'll be staying true to Formula One tradition.
Little Hamilton Bottas link up, fully cursed. Red Hamilton, blue Bottas.
How do you think they'll be feeling?
Fully cursed. Alright. In the drivers. Ooh, 8 points in it between Hamilton and Leclerc at the top. Spicy stuff. Oscar actually gains on Fred Vesti. He's only 6 points behind him. Obviously in constructors, McLaren pulls ahead of us by 2. It's not all lost. Ferrari's winning the constructors this year. I don't see how anyone's catching that. That's crazy. Not awful. We're still the absolute worst at pit stops. Yep. We are bad at those. Red Bull pull in 2 1s and we're regularly with like the 2 7s. Yeah. Alright. A very uneventful British Grand Prix. But we had, you know, we had some fun Orbit chat. We had some fun cars chat. It's been a fun evening. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm going to end the stream there. I'm going to head to Mr. V Betty Buy Times. Because I need to get up. If you just, someone just bought something else. You've bought more stuff. Or is that just the same email again? No, there's more people buying shit. Let's spy on them. What did you buy? Who was it? What did you buy? Which one of you was it? Who's buying shit? Ooh, an Eau Rouge Radion shirt. Lovely choice. Lovely choice. Can recommend. Lovely, lovely stuff. When will the pod be back? The plan is that it will come out on Monday. It should be across Spotify, Apple Podcasts. If you use your own podcast player, there's an RSS link on the channel. All these fun things. On YouTube this year, it will be on the dedicated Mr. V's CCC channel. I know a few of you are already subscribed over there, but if you want to listen, go over there. There's a link on the homepage for this channel. Should be out on Monday. I need to film it early tomorrow morning. I'm planning to go to a real place to film it, which is crazy. And then yeah, get that edited up, but I'm going to be busy from like Friday afternoon for the whole weekend, so it may come out Monday evening if I don't have time to like get it all rendered and stuff on Friday morning. Let us see. Let us see. But yeah, I'm going to call that there, guys. Thank you for joining me. As always, it's been eventful. It's been fun. It's been eventful. Oh god. Oh no. But yeah, next stream probably next Tuesday. Back for more of this. We shall see. Oh, you want to see the Varald? You want to see Varald? All right. Yeah. See, I don't like this. There's something very uncanny about this. I look kind of like if Paul Hollywood lost all his hair. Something about like the roundness of the jaw and the cheeks. Yeah. 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 So that's what I'm going to be thinking about when I drift off to sleep tonight. So that's nice. That's nice for me. That's good. Yeah. If there's other stuff for me to look at in Discord, just... Oh, it's got an Orba mug! It's got an Orba mug! No, come on. Come on, man. That needs to be an emote. It would be so small as an emote. We can check it out. We can see how it looks, but it'll be tiny, tiny stuff. Ah, we still need to get the Mr. Vecco in on YouTube, actually. I don't think it's in there yet. I don't have enough channel members. But yeah, I'm going to call that there, guys. What has just popped up? Okay. In that context, specifically, quite funny. Wait, did you spell Orba with an E? Oh, no. ORBR, correct. Okay, cool. I'm going to end that there. Thank you for joining me, guys. I will catch you at some point. I'll see you at some point, I guess. Maybe.